Coming to you live from Cujo Key, Florida. This is from Skipjack Studios. We got lightning outside. We are the podcast capital of the universe. Three jerks trying to make it work. Sponsored by Tardo Cereal. Bathtub Jenny. Album release party in summer of 2024.
Whoa.
Hey now. Spiffy Skipjack Esquire. Fuck yeah, you want to work, you don't want to work.
Right.
Born to Spiffy. None cunt. Burritos. Cheese. Only 24. Tasty waves, a cool buzz, and we'll be fine. And Depends fitted briefs. Just like shingles, your bladder doesn't care.
Your bladder does.
Donna, it's James. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'd like to go to sleep. And the drums and the singing are going like crazy. This is the Vocal Super Fry.
Fuck it up! This will be the best! This will be the shot! This will be the keep yourself! This will be the bad enough! They're gonna try! They're gonna try! Give it a beer! Got the alcohol! This is the uniform! This is where it's gone!
About time you learn to turn down the doggone noise and shut up that idiot.
Look at those beautiful.
No! They're all gonna laugh at you!
Wow. Every time that gets me every time.
Tell me about it, man. We've all had days like that, right? Right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you about my explosive diarrhea.
Welcome to our sixth episode of Three Jerks Trying to Make It Work. What do you say?
That's right. Happy 6th anniversary. Yes.
That's it.
The number is 666. I lived alone. Thinking the Iron Maiden fans out there?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That album release was just like last week, 40 years ago.
Right on. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, some little punk came up to me. I was rocking with my son playing a little tennis today, and I'm gross. Like, I'm the fat guy who has no business to be on the tennis court. And this little dude came up to me, and he's like, "Hey, man, you like Nirvana? I love Nirvana." I'm like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, who knows if he's telling the truth." He starts rattling off. He's like, "Yeah, Kurt Cobain died 28 years ago, a couple days ago."
Whoa, we lost him. What do you say? That was a Kurt Cobain curse.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't go there. I mean, especially in the in light of what happened to Dave Grohl's drummer, Taylor Hawkins.
He's having a lousy couple of weeks. That was April 5th, Kurt Cobain died. I think it was 92, I guess. Or
Wow, man. So we're on that. We're just past the eve of the anniversary. I mean, the actual anniversary. Crazy stuff.
Where'd our jerk go?
Yeah. Dude just dropped out.
He dropped. Drop. Oh, I think I hear knocking on my door here.
I just heard a boop.
Yeah.
There he is.
Now I got to drop out and come back in.
Did
No,
you guys
that's all
all get
right.
knocked off too, or that was just me?
Not just you.
Just you, dude.
I'm the only jerk.
You start talking about Kurt Cobain.
Yes,
and
28
then
years ago. I that was one of those things where some people in the 60s, they remember where they were when John F. Kennedy died. Some people in the 80s remember where they were when Chrissy McAuliffe went up in the shuttle and she died. I do remember where I was. I was at good old Middlesex County College. And somebody came in and was like, "Yeah, Kurt Cobain died." I was like, "Nah, come on." Not that it was such a shocker. I mean, he did overdose a couple times prior to that as
he
well.
was talking about it too and stuff. So, hey, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, fucking 28 years ago. I mean, I don't know, jerk one. Like, when you hear the years pile up, does it just blow your mind?
Not really, because in the work I used to do, different jobs, I was doing it in block years of 50 years, sometimes 100 years. To me, it was like generations and stuff. So it wasn't, 25 to 50 years. It doesn't, prison, I'm talking doing prison terms and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. In prison terms, it's no big deal. But
Not a problem.
when you think about high school and you're like, wow, that was almost 30. For me, it was, well, let's see.
Now we know who has that. What's that thing where everything has to be in order? Is
OCD.
you jumped out on purpose, didn't you, Jerk 3, to make
I
it
did,
one,
actually.
two, three?
I don't know if you heard me, but I'm like, now I got to drop out and come back in.
Yeah. I thought Cobain was hitting all of us one by one. It's like comes in threes. So
Nah, it's just my OCD, brother.
yeah, OCD. That's what I was looking for. Shows you how much I'm on top of this.
Shazam.
Hey, you know what? Another Kurt Cobain story, really quick, since we mentioned him. I remember where I was when I heard my first Nirvana song as well. I was at the old. Was it called the Roxy in New Brunswick?
Yes.
Yeah, and it had an upstairs and a downstairs.
Yeah,
so
man.
all
And
of a sudden,
also, you're not confusing that with the Melody, are you?
no, it definitely was a Roxy.
Okay, the Roxy was across the street. Right.
Yep, that's exactly where it was. And I remember I was going up the stairs, and it was all of a sudden it was dance music, and then all of a sudden, right in the middle of dance music, they played. They didn't play what is it, Teenage Spirit? They didn't play that one. They played something else, and I was just the song that goes, yeah, yeah. I like it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. Jerk 3, you got to remember where you were when you first heard Nirvana.
Yeah, well, I actually this is kind of cool. I like to take credit for this because these were days of skateboarding. I was maybe like a year or two into guitar playing, and we had a band, and just everything was going on, like everything you would want, out of your high school, and like just what you're doing. We were a part of like a really cool era, and.
Sure.
And it was like we were early adopters of Nirvana. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what. I don't know how we got to hear it. Like maybe before a majority of other people, but I remember introducing it to students and friends, and they never heard the band, and they were getting blown away. I mean, dude, I just remember sitting there, and it was like literally the next day. It was just everyone. It was like passing a note to the next guy and the next girl, and it was like Nirvana. Oh man, you got to check out this band, and it blew up. It was like this overnight thing. And now I can't say like I was definitely the first person, but I can tell you that I was one of like the early like Nirvana fans, and at least in my school. And we were covering their songs even, and it was so early that people thought they were original songs.
And Jerk 3, I will back you up on that because I do remember actually visiting your basement for a jam session.
How about it?
And you, of course, were introducing me to all these songs, and I'll never forget it. I was like, I was still in my Jane's Addiction, Living Color phase.
Nice.
And I was like, who are these new young punks, But
yeah,
you had a great way of describing them. In fact, one of your friends is mentioned in the song. We won't mention his name, but you were like thrilled to tell me, like, dude, he says my friend's name in there. I always remember that.
I got a couple of cool things about Kurt Cobain too. Maybe you know, maybe you don't.
Right.
But there's some really crazy stuff besides the fact that he hated playing "Smells Like Teen Spirit." He hated the Grateful Dead. 2 of his uncles committed suicide. He preferred brand of cigarettes, or his preferred brand of cigarettes was Winston Lights 100s.
Wow.
Here, and this one's really gonna like throw you for one. He owned fetuses.
Whoa.
Nice.
I think I just stopped the show. I just broke the internet.
That's what I love about you. Well, another unknown. Sorry, Jerk 1. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he quoted Neil Young in his suicide note.
Yeah.
And he didn't mind the grunge label.
Yeah, he did. He said it's better to burn out than to fade or rust away or fade away or something like that. But he also had a lot of admiration for Freddie Mercury. He was like, he wished he could be like that kind of front man.
Totally.
Would
And
you like to be mentioned in a suicide note in a good way?
I wouldn't mind. In fact, I was just going to say in an article, you could look it up. He actually mentions one of my favorite bands in Jersey out of New Brunswick called the Smithereens.
Nice.
Yes.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. He actually, Kurt Cobain was into the Smithereens, and he talked about how they were a big influence. And think about it. I mean, Nirvana is really just a heavier version of the Smithereens.
Wow, man, that's a really cool perspective. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, and then there's one other fact is we were talking about Jimi Hendrix. I think the last show we were talking about Jimi Hendrix, and Kurt Cobain also played the guitar upside down. He was a lefty guitar player.
Yeah, it's weird though too. Like you mentioned before about the spotlight in terms of maybe not so much the spotlight, but aspiring to be a great, like a Freddie Mercury or whatever. But the thing is, man, from what I've read and just seen in interviews and stuff, he really shunned the spotlight. And the more he shunned it, the more popular they grew.
I agree. Yeah. Jerk One, what do you think?
No, that it all came to him. He didn't ask for any of that.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny too, though? If you look back in the articles and obviously we have Dave Grohl. He talks about it as well. He said that Kurt Cobain's 2 rules were, one, you had to keep the songs very super simple and like not too much thought. So that was kind of cool, kind of refreshing because think about it. They came up in like during like Aerosmith big production, 24 track studios,
Yeah.
This isn't
also, though they also did, I don't want to misquote them at all, and don't hold me to it, but I could swear that they said they didn't mind pop music as much. And they actually all enjoyed pop music. And that's why, in a way, one could say that some of their songs are a little, they're heavy as hell, but they're definitely catchy and poppy.
Yeah, man. Do you know that Kurt Cobain recorded Nevermind when he was homeless?
No.
Yeah, and dude, and this one, another one that's going to break the internet. He was a swimming instructor.
Oh, what?
I'm not making. I know Jerk 3 is known for making jokes, but I'm being serious. That's a real fact, man.
What? He was a what instructor?
Swimming instructor.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That sucks, man, because I'll tell you what, I miss his voice.
Yeah.
I miss it. First of all, he was the reason why I picked up a guitar because, no offense to him, I saw him on the, what was it, Unplugged MTV, and he was so whacked out of his mind.
Yeah.
And I was just like, if this dude could play guitar, whacked out of his mind, I could play guitar with my bum arm, no problem,
Yeah.
But once you get into it, you realize Nirvana used a lot of alternate tunings.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two, he played lefty, so he played the guitar upside down.
He had a Jaguar. I think he played a Fender Jaguar that was really sick.
Right, and then number three, he was a good. I wouldn't say great, but he was definitely a good guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
He
was. Yeah, he actually was, and it was like the style that he had. You may not have realized the talent that he had.
I miss his voice. I miss his voice so much.
Yeah.
What a fucking voice that dude had.
Dan Pizzo!
Hey, you want to play a music game?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's see. It's going to be called Name. These are famous places in New York City that that album covers were made from.
All right. Oh, I know this one.
You want to say it, or you want to?
Yeah, sure. I will say it. And I actually have a little anecdote to it as well. On Jerk 3, do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, I think I'm wrong, but it doesn't have anything to do with the Beastie Boys, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Yep. There it is. Bob Dylan. Now, a little known fact about this. His jacket that he has, it is a James Dean jacket. James Dean let him borrow that.
It was actually James Dean's jacket?
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
So what, was he living in the city and Bob knocked on his door and said he needed
No, I think it had to be his estate because I think by this time
he was dead by then.
Yeah, I think James
he wasn't using it.
by then.
How old was he there? Like he looks like he's 17 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young.
Hey, dude, one thing about Bob Dylan, and I don't know where do you guys stand on Bob Dylan? Jerk.
I like Bob Dylan. I'm a Bob
Yeah, I
Dylan
listened to him in college.
Yeah.
Put it that way. When I learned he had 63 albums or something, I said, you know what? I'm never going to climb this mountain.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Dude,
believe
you
this.
well said, Jerk One. He is still his philosophy is he's going to die on the road. He has not stopped touring. I mean, look it up. It's like a consecutive streak of like years and years where he's just been on the road. He won't stop coming off the road.
Him and Willie Nelson are having a race to the end, you know?
Absolutely.
Wasn't there some like scandal or some allegations like on him recently?
Some plagiarism stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
How about this one? Extra place in East First Street.
Oh man!
I'll tell you.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint.
1970s punk.
Oh, the Dolls.
Close.
Blondie.
They're brothers. The Dolls brothers.
Iggy.
Ramones.
Ramones, you got it right there.
Oh, I said Ramones.
Rocket to Russia.
Nice.
Ramones, Rocket to
I didn't
Russia.
hear. If I
How
heard
appropriate
if
now.
you said Ramones, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Thought I heard the Dolls.
Right, man. It's all good. I don't know. Is my level good as far as my talking level, my speaking level?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Club Soda Kenny, I hear you.
Nice. What happened to Kenny?
Oh, I know this one. I think.
Kenny. You know this one too?
I think I do.
This one had me for a bit. I didn't get it.
I'm going to say Bob Marley and Mick Jagger.
No, but that's a great video. I like that video. Any guess, Jerk 3? It's probably not one we're going to be scoring on, I'd say.
No, you got me totally out of blank.
Billy Joel, An Innocent Man.
Right on.
Yeah.
Billy Joel.
That was the Brinkley years, right?
No.
Yeah.
Even better.
So
Yeah, Billy Joel.
we all
I know this one. I know this one for sure.
Everybody knows this. If you don't, man, there's something wrong with you, man. Some mighty Led Zeppelin.
That's right.
Beauty.
How
West
about that?
23rd and 8th Avenue.
Yeah, I didn't know this one either, but
I'm drawing a blank on this one. Jerk 3, what do you think?
Well, let me see.
It's not Abbey Road.
it's four
it's
guys
definitely
that
not
are
Abbey
hanging
Road.
around on that light post.
Gosh. Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Run DMC? Kids!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Wow. That is
East Side Reservoir.
East Side Reservoir.
We'll just
I'm
back
drawing a blank. I'm the worst at this game.
it.
Yeah, I know. Sounds like
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. I am
Pretty
just
good because you can match up. You can match up the buildings. I was wondering how
I
they
have
figured it out.
handled my resistance. In a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest.
All right, how about this?
Um,
Last one. It's a bit of a
Ribbon
giveaway.
Street. It's is it Paul's Boutique?
Yep. Jerk 3
Yeah.
mentioned it earlier.
Yep, there it is.
Paul's Boutique, and they're in Brooklyn.
Another great band. Another great band. Beastie Boys, the best.
Beauty.
I figured since we're doing music, we might as well talk Grammy Awards. They had those last week.
Yeah.
Now we can kind of say, how we're, I don't know, Silk Sonic?
Well, the only thing Jerk 3, you know anything about them?
No, I was
This
gonna.
is where we all show our age time.
I was going to say Foo Fighters cleaned up. That's all.
Yeah, Foo Fighters cleaned up and well deserved. Their new album, sadly, I had to find out about it. I knew they had it out. I just didn't listen to it. Then, of course, Taylor died, and then I listened to it, and it's fucking amazing.
You talking about the Dream Widow album, the metal album, or are you talking about the?
Their newest album,
newest
what
Foo
was
Fighters?
it?
Oh, okay.
Medicine or something? Yeah, Medicine at Midnight. Medicine at Midnight.
They won. The Grammys. I think it's something like I don't remember the exact number, but now I think they're like a runner up to U2, who has the most Grammys.
Really?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes, and that's pretty amazing.
And you had all these different genres of music together. Nobody slapped each other. Everything went cool, you know.
Well, yeah. Since you bring that up, the newest thing, have you seen it? Where Will Smith resigned from the Academy, and
oh yeah, it's hurting his. Apparently, it's hurting his whole like movie career now.
It is. It's going to be tough on him. But JoJo Siwa just backed out of one of his produced movies that he was going to do. I mean, JoJo Siwa was huge, though. But yeah, Silk Sonic is Bruno Mars. He's incredible. So he's part of that group. And dude, they're a throwback to I'm trying to think of the Eddie Levert. Do you remember it? Like Eddie Levert, and who was the guy who sings the first, the last, my everything? And then Barry White. They're like a throwback to that kind of genre.
Huh.
Yeah. Barry White songs are fucking phenomenal, but Silk Sonic.
Watching Mars during the one of the Super Bowls and playing the shit out of those drums, man. So this guy's got it.
Who? Oh yeah, Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's sick. He's from Hawaii. That dude could be off on his own. He likes to collaborate a lot. Hence the reason why he's with Silk Sonic. Moving down the list, everybody knows Olivia Rodrigo. You're familiar with her, I'm sure, right?
I've seen some pictures, we'll say. I don't have heard the music.
Yeah. It's all teen angst. She's basically the sadder version of Taylor Swift. Meaning that
poor man's Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, her songs are more about breakups and sadness and depression on how her boyfriend cheated on her and all that, where Taylor Swift is kind of like, hey, if somebody shits all over you, like, fucking don't even worry about it. You know what I mean?
Go kick them in the balls.
But
like in the Depends PSA, I don't think Taylor Swift has ever taken a shit.
Taylor Swift.
It's nice to see Louis C.K. coming back.
I was just about to say that, jerk one. Yep. I guess everybody forgot everything about Louis C.K. Have you watched his stand-up?
Not yet. I have in the past. I haven't seen his new stuff. And I was following him when he was doing the warm-ups in Europe and how he was being received there. I haven't followed him over to this side of the ocean.
Dirt Star's weighing in saying she's like a modern Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yeah. Dirt Star, well said. You're exactly right. Alanis Morissette's like heavy metal compared to Olivia Rodrigo. And I only know this because my 11-year-old daughter absolutely loves her and has Alexa playing her like at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning every day. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Dirt Star. You're always on top of things, Dirt Star. Well done.
We had a request if somebody wanted to hear our take on Steve Vai's new album, and Violate.
Right.
I did take a listen to it, and I'll get to, that's a lot of it's above my head when a guy comes in with 3 axes on one, and the guy's amazing.
Right.
Sometimes I like the slower stuff, though. It's kind of funny. I can go for the stuff where he sways along with it rather than chops it out.
Right.
Are you talking about Steve Vai?
Yeah.
I had a chance to listen to the album just briefly, and I understand where you're going with that. I'm a really, really big fan of like some of the earlier work, but yeah, there's definitely some really good playing. Well, there's really good playing on all his albums, but I understand about the slower stuff because it kind of had it's like soulful in a way. But I mean, the talent is it's phenomenal.
I'll bet you he plays with the blindfold on too, with his hands up.
Yeah, and he plays bass guitar and 2 guitars at the same time. Like, how do you do that? He's got 2 hands, but he can play 3 instruments at the same time.
I got to see him with David Lee Roth when he was playing the heart-shaped guitar.
Wow. You did?
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to mention. I mean, he was with David Lee.
That was my first exposure to him. Said, "Whoa!" I saw him. I knew him from the videos, MTV videos, but then when seeing him in person, it was so loud. They did a song called "Hot Dog and a Shake."
Right.
And there's this one note where he hits it, and it pierced your ears. A lot of people were just grabbing their ears.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's frequencies, man. He hits frequencies that no other guitar player, I think, ever hit. I don't know how he does it. It's like it's in like the key of L sharp.
He did a job on everybody that night.
Yeah, and it's funny, as phenomenal of a guitar player that he is. If you go back and listen to the Van Halen stuff that he did with David Lee Roth, you realize how great of a guitar player Eddie Van Halen is. Because Steve Vai is phenomenal. And he sounded like just like a regular old cover band dude trying to do his best Eddie Van Halen. That's just props to how good Eddie Van Halen was.
Definitely, man.
You know,
wrap up a little music here, and a little on the technical note. Jerk 3, the landscape does seem to work better on this, so I'm trying to incorporate some of this, but with the pictures.
Fantastic, man! I'm glad that. I'm glad you like the landscape loving.
Yeah, loving the landscape. Did you
know
that I found this kind of freaky?
Landscape and make love to you.
Buddy Holly's glasses were found 2 months later after the plane crash when the snow started melting. So this is the anniversary of finding Buddy Holly's glasses out in the field.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. That is insane.
Leave it to the three jerks to pick it up.
Yeah. And also, too, we talked about in one of our first, I think the first show, how Waylon Jennings was part of that band. Mm-hmm. And he was joking around with Buddy Holly. And he gave the Big Bopper. Chantilly lace had a pretty face and a ponytail hanging around. Well, Waylon Jennings felt bad for the Big Bopper that he was sick. And he said, "You could have my seat." And Buddy Holly was like, "Oh, that was nice to you. That was really nice." And he's like, go on the bus and there's no heat, busting his chops and saying, "There's no heat. I hope you freeze for being so nice." Yeah. And Waylon Jennings, true story, said to him, "I hope your plane crashes."
Wow.
True fucking story.
That's crazy. Jerk
Where
one.
to God?
Jerk one, you're missing 1961. Doris Burgess has an ugly penis. Oh, wait, that's not music history.
She's born with one. We get the first time the Rolling Stones met with Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, meet Brian Jones for the first time in a cafe. 9 years later, they start Rolling Stone Records in 1971. So what a difference some time makes.
Wow.
Yeah. Police released Roxanne as their first single from their debut.
Nice.
Good old Whitesnake. They released their self-titled album, Whitesnake, which I got a chance to see them in concert too, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to go back to Buddy Holly, I apologize. It was a coin flip, just so we all know, and we want to be accurate. We're jerks, but we like to be accurate, right?
Yeah, we're accurate jerks.
It was a coin flip, and between Holly, Richie Valens, the Big Bopper, and Waylon Jennings. And sadly, those guys, they lost the coin flip. And
how do you lose a 4-way coin flip?
I have no idea. I'm just reading it here on Wikipedia.
The old wiki, never wrong wiki.
So, as Jennings recalled, Holly teased him for backing out of the flight, and he didn't even participate in the coin flip. Wow. And Holly was teasing him, saying, "Well, I hope you freeze on the bus driving home." Next, Jennings' spoke words were, "Well, I hope your old plane crashes."
Nice.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
We almost had 2 rock tragedies. Alice Cooper accidentally hung himself during rehearsal with a piano wire. And in 1990, Tommy Lee injured himself falling 20 feet from a lighting rig. That same year. While that was going on, Farm Aid 4 was going on.
No shit.
Yeah, what Motley Crue was doing versus Farm Aid. They were in 2 different things going on.
Wow. What would you go to? Would you go to see Motley Crue or go to Farm Aid?
In 1990, Farm Aid 4, I'd probably see Crue.
Yeah, same here.
No,
What about you, Jerk 3?
Yeah, man. I was gonna say Crew too. The Crew is. I grew up on the Crew, brother.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I never got into Alice Cooper. Am I missing the boat?
Yeah, no, I was not into Alice either, man.
Yeah.
I got it, like I understood it, but it just wasn't something that I don't know, it didn't appeal to me as much as
Right. Yeah, I didn't get it like when he was in Wayne's World and they were like, "We're not worthy." I was like, "What is so great about him?" Like, I don't know. What about you, Jerk One?
I think he could kick your ass in a fight. He's a mean fighter.
Is he really?
Yeah. A great golfer, lives in Arizona. He probably wishes he could run for office, but he's got too much stuff in his closet.
All those dudes are rich.
He was on the Freedom Rock album, man.
Is he really involved in politics?
I think he's got some Republican leanings. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
How do you guys feel about that, though? Do you think that, like, musicians, not that they shouldn't participate in that, but I mean, like, a lot of times, I think if they're doing a transition from music to politics, maybe, but when they bring the politics onto the stage, sometimes I just feel like
different. Yeah,
I'm just kind of like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, like the Springsteen for one brings into the politics and stuff.
Yeah.
But everyone's a citizen first, and you want to jump into the circle of public opinion, and that's in policy. That's your decision.
Yeah, I agree.
But when you bring all that onto your stage on that, it's like talking politics at work. You don't see a water cooler there.
Right.
Play some stuff,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bruce loves that platform, and it's a shame because you want to hear him just sing his songs, but then again, he goes on Broadway. People eat up those tickets. He just sits there and he talks more than he does sing. And I love Bruce. I never did when I was younger, but I love him now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's incredible.
We're just talking about Bob Dylan before. 2008, he got a Pulitzer Prize for his profound impact on popular music and culture.
Well deserved.
Guy's been around. And
going right above him is George Michael.
Yeah.
Another dude I missed the boat on. I don't know about you guys, but there's a great documentary about him. It was on Showtime. It's also been on HBO. Check it out. You realize that he was a lot like Stevie Wonder. He was a lot like Prince. He wasn't just like this, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now. Just like, not a star boy, but like, pretty boy. He wasn't like a pretty boy. He was like, he produced, he recorded, he played the instruments, and he had that voice too. I never knew that that he did all that stuff. It wasn't. I always thought he was a product. I always thought somebody made him what he was. And
he
I
was
don't know if you guys had known that
guy. He was a soup to nuts guy.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You knew that, Jerk One?
Not as much as what you explained it to me. I just knew he kind of worked hard and had a say in everything, and he was not a prop.
Yeah.
Or that kind of thing. He knew what sold records.
Absolutely, and a voice that you couldn't believe. But there's a song called "Praying for Time." If you get a chance to listen to it, fucking do it. You won't be. Dirt Star may not like it though because it's like way too mellow.
Yeah. I remember Dirt Star had posters.
There he is, like, nah.
Room, along with the Menudo posters. So, we'll do a special on Menudo next time, okay? Jimmy Van Zandt dies in Florida, 2016. Rounding up our music history, happy birthday, Billie Holiday. She turns 107 today. And John Oates, 73.
John Oates.
John Oates.
Like as in Hall and Oates, huh?
That is right.
As in the METHODOFLOV.
Hey now.
The method of modern love.
Yeah.
You guys know about the emergency Hall and Oates helpline, right?
No.
Yeah. Tell us about it again, though.
All right, hold on one second. Let me just see if this is the right. Yeah. If you call 1-719-26-OATES, or go on to their website, fans can choose between one-on-one, rich girl, man-eater, and private eyes completely free, aside from any long-distance charges. They got a Hall and Oates hotline, and I thought there was a meme about it that was like, but it was like, let me see if I could find it. Here it is. All right, here it is. It says, There's a hotline called Call & Oates that only plays Hall & Oates songs for you when you call. And that's the 719-266-2837 or Oates.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I would love to do that.
Yeah, man. So if you're having a bad day, hit up Call & Oates.
Call & Oates.
Well, little known fact about John Oates, and this is from him. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody discount it, but supposedly before Sammy came on the scene, Eddie Van Halen approached John Oates and said, "I want you to be the replacement for David Lee Roth."
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
True story.
That's heavy.
Yes. She's a maniac.
That would have been different.
Oh, that's not him. Yeah, that's not him.
Where do you want to go, guys? We got there's a lot of good things going on out there.
You want to do fucked up facts with Jerk 3 right quick?
Rock it.
Yes.
All right, man.
I want to hear some
Do it.
Live in front of your naked steaming eyes. This is Jerk 3 with fucked up facts. We got 6 fucked up facts for this evening for you. And number 1, the chemical that gives Parmesan cheese its smell is also produced by dead bodies. It's also found in barf. Number 2, hyenas have giant retractable penises. Number 3, everything in your bathroom is covered in feces, including your toothbrush. Number 4, until as late as the 1980s, doctors thought babies couldn't feel pain, so they performed things on them like open heart surgery. Number 5, a can of mushrooms can legally have up to 30 maggots in them, according to the FDA. And number 6, nursing homes have insanely high STD rates, but that's not going to stop me from hoeing it up when I get up there. And that concludes Fucked Up Facts with Jerk 3.
I got a question about nursing homes. It's like, if you shake down people for money, or if you run a racket in there, do you get in trouble on the outside, or you just get like your privileges suspended in the nursing home?
That is a great question.
Because think of everybody there, and if you kind of still have a half a head on your shoulders, you could make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Especially like football season and stuff.
Yeah,
you could lasso all these bullshit artists into their Social Security payments, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I just number 6 really got me though. The high STD rates in nursing homes. I was like, holy shit! It's like
That's crazy.
Real fun.
I don't know if I'd be into that gigolo stuff there.
Well,
maybe I'd run others. I could run, be a pimp or something. But
you could, Scotty. You'd clean up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
or jerk
there's still dudes in nursing homes that want to get laid.
It takes guts to be an organ donor.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jerk 1, Jerk 3. I personally have been into a lot of nursing homes for entertainment, for singing like the classics, like love Frank Sinatra and all.
Entertain yourself, dude. That's pretty sick.
And my pops had to go. He didn't go full-fledged into a nursing home until right at the end, but we had heard the stories. One of the first things we were told is
you can do
that
bareback.
Hey, Dirt Star's correct, man. I mean, you really got nothing to lose by,
Dirt Star, exactly. He just chimed in. He said, entertainment with a question mark?
Yeah, what's that all about? Tell us why you go to nursing homes for entertainment. Without getting too personal. If you'd say that's fine.
I will say the entertainment, on that note, the entertainment is definitely sexual because the only thing that people do, not me. You don't want to know, definitely not me. But what happens with people who have dementia or Alzheimer's or any type of cognitive loss, the one thing that they do not lose, which is a good thing, is their sex drive. So they do have a major problem in memory care and nursing homes, because a lot of these people, they're all messed up, but they're still horny as hell. And I got a great story for you. My pops, till the day he died, was a dirty old man. So we get a personal nurse for him. And one day, so my son was just born, so I wanted to get him to see his grandson and all that stuff. So we did. And then it's morning, and the personal nurse comes up to him and says, "Hey, what do you want for breakfast?" And he looks at her, deadpan, doesn't even stop, and he says, "You're my breakfast."
Wow. Whoa.
I swear to God, he says, "You're my breakfast, dude." I'll never fucking forget that in my life.
That dude was sprouting large and swollen over there.
Oh yeah, and that's what I mean. That he's no different than anybody who's living in. I'm sure, people are getting it on. Why not? Hey, what?
Well, dude,
why not, dude?
Jerk too. Did he shoot her down in a firestorm of dick?
Hey man, if we are in there, 90 years old, we don't know who we are. We're shitting all over ourselves. I mean, thank God you can still bang somebody. That's good.
Dirt Star said he's spreading the STDs.
And then he tongue punched her in the fart box. Yes. He would do that. Again, Dirt Star. Well done. You're absolutely right.
That's one of my favorite ones. And I bopped her in the Dirt Star.
You are absolutely right.
Figure we could do even death pool now.
Sure.
Update our death pool since we got 1 foot in the grave anyway.
Yeah.
We do have an update on our first. Sorry, death poll is sponsored by Funeral Kazoo. We bring put the fun back in the funeral.
Right.
And we're gonna get his thing off of there. We're running the show here, guys. Death pool.
Yep.
We lost 2. We lost Estelle Harris, the actress from Seinfeld, and C.W. McCall.
No shit.
The Convoy song.
Yeah, man. Somebody was making cracking jokes and said he was a poor man's John Denver, and I'm like, nah, man, he didn't sound like John Denver.
Wow. That's pretty wild. So George Costanza's mom passed away.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
she's
so
no longer
funny.
acting now.
Are you guys Seinfeld fans?
Sure, I watch. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you know like episodes?
No, not that good. I'm looking for one episode that I can't seem to find whenever it's on repeat.
Which one?
George runs into a bunch of urban planners on the streets and they bully him around. And
Okay.
It takes a West Side Story tilt to it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he has to know their code or their gang sign or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerk one, really quick. In Estelle Harris's photo, I mean, she looks dead in that photo. I mean, she looks real bloated and like.
To be honest, it looks like she's been floating in the East River for about a couple days. Yeah.
He's like she's got her formaldehyde on.
Oh my God. Oh well. Hey,
Cold-blooded.
it's so funny that she should die because last night's episode. Speaking about catching recorded episodes, I recorded on DVR every night. The Ass Man, where Kramer gets the Ass Man personalized license plates.
Yeah.
And he has to pick up George Costanza's mom at the hospital because she's getting an eye job. Mm-hmm. And he does the stop short thing where he stops her because he stopped short in the car. And of course, her husband gets all upset about it.
She gives him that look.
And then it's so funny that I was just thinking about her last night too, like because a lot of people from Seinfeld have recently died in the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. Uncle Leo, hello,
yeah.
Jerry. He just died.
I don't know. If I have to make a prediction, I'm saying Jerk 2 is going to get this one because Tony Bennett was saluted at the Grammys, and that's usually a kiss of death now.
Yes. And
you got enough people in their mid 90s to late 90s where I'm going to need a touch from above to be
yeah.
So,
Tony Bennett, I honestly, I'm shocked. I don't know how he's still living. I mean, by all accounts, if you watch the most recent 60 Minutes thing that was on him, he's in bad shape. Good dude though, great guy.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yep,
gone that long, and we do have an update on our the guy overseas, and he did a little
big dude.
Yeah, the old dude. We got it's a little video he made.
Oh, excellent! I can't wait. All right.
Whoops, that is not it. You know what? I'm in the wrong spot here. We're gonna have to charge them double. We're charging them double for that. Don't worry.
Jerk one, you fucked up. You fucked up now. Now you fucked up.
What do you think, man?
Oh my God.
It's hard to believe it's real.
That's pretty cool, huh?
It is.
To take a Seinfeld line, I'm speechless. I'm without speech. Yeah, dude, he looked like a skeleton man.
He does a pretty good video job, though.
I mean, it's like straight out of like a Tim Burton film.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm finding it too funny. You know, there's a story of a Buddhist monk who he I guess he committed suicide by eating pine needles, and he buried himself in this hole, and he put himself in a tree, and he slowly starved himself to death, and he ate these roots and pine needles and became one with the tree and the ground.
Oh my God!
What the fuck?
I could find out more about that. It's a pretty fascinating story. There's a certain term for it. And we don't condone this in any way. The jerks here don't take suicide lightly or any of that. But if you're going to do it, eating pine needles and stuff, and
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're not political. You get in there and get some of that jerked. Dirt Star. Oh my Lord. I don't.
Yeah, that's for you for entertainment purposes.
Hey man, Dirt Star. I want to live to like at least 90, but if I'm looking like a skeleton, I don't know. I think it's I'll take my get out of jail pass right away.
Hey, you know what? We were promised charades, and we got some fucking charades. You want to play
Let's
some
do it.
charades?
Yes, sir. Jerk one.
Fire it up. Dude, this is going to be tough, man.
Oh wow.
What's that all about?
Well,
maybe some of our viewers
we threw some surprises in there. Yeah, try to throw people off. I'd be really surprised if anyone gets this.
Dirt Star, come on, you help us out, man.
You know
if
what?
anybody gets it, it's going to be
We're going to give away something for this if they can get it. I liked it when we did the old radio show. We give away free coffee, and what you did was the winner. We told the winner the secret code, and they went to the coffee shop and they said, the so-and-so show sent me, and you got your free Java, right?
Yep.
So this time, we're going to tell you. Well, since there's only, we'll tell you what. The prize is you go into a bank and you say, "Give me all your money," and that's your prize. So, if you guess what it is, that's a bonus.
Wow.
That's whew. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess a red bird.
Red bird. That's not. Wow. I didn't even think of that.
Red.
I'm like, okay, watermelon, rooster,
pink rooster, pink cock. What is that thing anyway? It looks like a watermelon, right?
Yeah, it is. The best. Watermelon is the best.
Big, man. It's really big.
That's what she said.
Big. Oh, wait. Big.
Hey, now.
Oh, wait. We got.
That's what she said. Pink.
Dirt
Star, well done.
Dirt Star's close, but that's not it.
Getting the prize, I think.
It's close, but that's not it.
That's not it.
What part is right? Can you help us out? Can you say what's right?
Close.
Tell us what's right.
I think it has to do with size.
I'll say what's right.
It's definitely not a pitted rooster, that's for sure.
No. No, what Dirt Star said, cock is right.
Yeah. All right.
Cock.
We'll give it. Right? We'll give them that.
So Pitts, pink,
Pitt's
watermelon.
Cock. Big.
You got to look. You got to look at it. You really got to look at what it's being compared to, and then you might get it. Like if you look real close. There's something else in that frame.
Yes, I do see it. Bathtub can get it.
So if you were to make a comparison, what might it be? Small, large.
Melon cock.
Melon cock. Arpeggio, well done.
Melon cocky.
Arpeggio, that's excellent. I think I'm going with his.
I like melon cock.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a band name for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, all right. I got it. I know what you're saying now.
What is it?
Big cock.
You got it.
Big cock, ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's what she
Winner,
said.
winner, chicken dinner.
That's what she said.
All right.
Anybody The Office fans? You guys watch The Office at all?
Yeah, man.
I don't fucking watch that show. That fucking
Why would I watch some
camera
about
angles drive me fucking crazy.
I've never watched The Office. I just
Me either.
Yeah.
Fuck The Office, right?
You know what? We're getting famous. We're getting famous in different parts of the world here because we're getting fan mail. We're getting emails. Yeah. I got a thing. It's called Mailbag.
Interesting. All right.
We'll put some of these up.
Yeah.
I got to share them with you. Look at this Mailbag. This is from Miss Tilda from Three Forks, Wisconsin. How can you three jerks make jokes about Sharts and Depends undergarments? Your death pool game and the way you treat the undernourished has got me to a tizzy at bingo. Please stop doing the show. And no drinking, smoking, or touching yourselves. I know what you're up to.
Why, Miss Matilda? Do you know what you're doing? You do the same thing.
You know, Tilda, Miss Tilda.
Hang on, we got a grammar Nazi here, a spelling Nazi here.
Hey,
Mailbag. No, it's Mailbag. It's my show. Okay, it's fucking Mailbag.
Third Star. I love Third Star. Third Star is the all-star.
Yeah, he is. Jerk
come on the air sometime.
Jerk one.
should.
You realize. I know.
Special guest turning out. Did you make contact with our special guest?
I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up. You had said that it was a no-win situation, and it is. I mean, I threw out every accolade about us, and I painted a picture that we were relevant, and
it doesn't work that way.
He was smart not to get back to us. So, yeah.
Another fan. I think we only had 2 this week, but there's a couple. I'm going through them. It's nice. We get a good dozen or so a week now.
That's not bad. You got another one that we can read?
Yeah. Can I get to sleep with all you 3 jerks at once for only one price? Jen from Edison, West Virginia.
Jen from Edison.
Wow.
Virginia.
She's a slobbery, snockery, triple-butted, filthy hoe bag slut.
She is. So you think she could do it for only one price? She's offering. I mean, maybe we'll talk about it during the creative.
Yeah. I mean, if a 3-legged hemorrhoid-infested kangaroo trying to bury a turd in the frozen pond in the middle of December can do it, I'm sure she can.
All right. We'll have our talent agent reach out to her. Maybe we can get her on the air.
I heard her penis was in the Guinness Book of World Records, but then the librarian asked her to take it out. Hey now.
Hey, we got Brandon back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Brandon.
I wish I lived back in Greek times so my small dingus would be fashionable.
Dude, that's coming back into fashion.
Tiny Dicks is coming up.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we worked it in. Now here's the last one. Fuck you. This show changed me for better. Now, no excuse for not being American jerk. Can you autograph 3 Jerks banner I bought for merch? I can fuck off now, too.
Wow.
Arudo Sumo Noka from Okayama, Japan.
Does he shit fortune cookies?
So, dude, we're totally famous in Japan now. Can you believe this? That's great.
It is. Oh, shit.
I'm loving it. Anybody international, please do use Google Translate. Who gives a shit? Just give it to English so we can understand it and send money. And we'll send you merch. We'll sign it and we'll send it back to you. Loving it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So Mailbag's a hit.
Mailbag.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. In this politically correct world, I was very offended the other day. I'm sitting in Starbucks and I hear some dude crack a joke about a Japanese guy. And he said, what's the difference between a smart Japanese man and a unicorn? And the other dude had no clue. And he was like, nothing. They're both fictional characters.
Oh, that's great.
I was appalled.
That's horrible and great.
I couldn't believe that happened.
Man, that's nice.
And then he didn't stop there. He did not stop there. He was like, what do you call a bunch of Asians in a pool?
What?
Rice Krispies.
Oh my God.
What are you hanging out, man? That's not
Dude,
right.
That was at Starbucks. I couldn't believe
Starbucks.
it.
I'm sure. Wow. Why didn't the joke police there? Doesn't your Starbucks have a joke police station there? All of them do.
I was thinking, yeah.
Jerk too. I'm surprised. You should have took it upon yourself to be the joke police in this case and report that man.
Yeah, I absolutely do.
Oh my gosh,
Man,
I'm in shock too. I'm in shock for you.
I was shocked. I could not believe it. I was appalled, and I told him, I said, "Please, in this 2022, everybody's the same. Please,
yeah, man."
Jerk too. Did somebody shit in that guy's cereal? Like, what was his problem?
No clue. And I totally forgot about it until
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So we had a request for tiny dicks. We could throw that up.
I love it.
Why tiny dicks might come back into fashion. What this guy is basically saying from Vice News, Mark Hay, is the ancient Greeks were into small dicks, and everyone laughed at people with big ones. They felt big dicks were a sign of idiotic animalistic lust and a complete lack of restraint. So if you had a tiny dick, you had artistic ideals about balance, and nothing should be too big or too small. So you were, it was better than having a big dick on that. And that also rubbed off on the Romans for a while. And it started they call it the big dick flip, right? It started around the Renaissance time, early 16th century, when I guess they started doing color engravings more, and they can do it like comic books and stuff. But this guy is saying that it's kind of a light article that they might come back into fashion because they haven't been in fashion in a while. So I don't know how much I'm buying that.
Well, that'd be excellent. That would be excellent. It really would be excellent.
It'd be good news for some, for others.
It would be good news for me.
We'll just have to resort to animalistic lust, a complete lack of restraint, and being an idiot, which ain't too bad. And you have a big dick.
Yeah, wow.
So I couldn't help but to think of Benford's Law, though. The law of anonymous numbers is called the tiny number or first digit law. And this is kind of weird because some dudes way back in the day, they reviewed electric bills, stock prices, house prices, population numbers, death rates, anything with a number on it. They put it all together. They said the number 1 appears more 30% of the time, while the number 9 appears less than 5% of the time.
Huh.
So the tiny number from 1 to 9, the tiniest number came up the most number of times.
Wow.
So maybe we're onto something here, or those guys.
Either that or can you go back to that a second? I'm sorry, Jerk.
Because I got all the facts here, man. I got all the juice.
Oh, I was going to say either that or they were just hiding the fact that leading significant digit really means they were just hopped up on LSD.
Yeah, it's the old LSD trick, too.
I really think that might be what it is.
Everything is all ones, but... And I had to throw in the math because, there's going to be some asshole out there writes us a hate letter and says, you didn't show us the proof. Here's the goddamn proof. Look at it. Memorize it. This is yours. This is your time.
That's an actual proof, too.
Yeah, man. And then I throw in the real proof here. TV in Hollywood, how it was used in Hollywood. It helped solve burglaries in the Running Man episode of Numbers, that TV drama.
Yeah.
In The Accountant, it was used to expose theft of those funds from that company in the Accountant movie. I don't know if you saw that or not. It's used to analyze cartel members' financial history in Ozark. And it's used in some novels, some scientific novels, sci-fi novels, Infinite. So
Ozark is phenomenal. Do you guys watch Ozark?
Ozark is really good.
Yes, it is.
I can't get out of the trailer park. I'll have to get to the Ozark someday.
Yeah, Jerk One's all about those trailer park boys.
Yeah, dude. Are you going to see them or no?
Yeah, Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic coming up. You're doing a little tour. We're going to go see them. It's going to be crazy.
Excellent, man.
It'll be crazy. What else do we have here? Oh, the fine print. This Bedford's Law, does it work for lists of local telephone numbers? Terminal digits in pathology reports, height, weight, IQ scores. I'm going to sound real smart here. The square roots and reciprocals of successive natural numbers. And some populations of places. So somebody really banged their heads against the books here.
I got it. I got your square root right here, Jerk One.
Benford's the man. What's that?
I said I got my square root right here for you.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. See, Jerk One, again, living up to the educated side of this show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's good.
We're trying.
I have a question. How does I mean? Is it just two people on that law there, or is it more? Is it a full team?
What do you mean?
Like, who came up with all those numbers? Was it just Bedford
Just
Law? Is it just one guy or two
I
guys?
think the guy hired a bunch of grad students and PhD candidates to do all that dirty work, and they crunched the numbers. This was in the 50s and 60s where they were throwing them into those big old computers.
Right, right.
So, and I think other scientists took it over the years from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. They always found it kind of fascinating, but nobody put it into a law. So this was the guy that kind of put a ribbon on it.
That's excellent. That's amazing. How you know that or could find that is amazing too. So, clapping my hands for Jerk.
You know what? I don't want us.
Good work.
I don't want us to ever be accused of just being a show about dick jokes. So
Yes,
we're going to throw it in there and use this to the very end of
right.
defense.
Because this will show you how thank God we have Jerk 1, because now I'm going to bring this to the table. But it actually is it's fodder for discussion, okay? So I want to know how some words in the language through the years and centuries and all that, come and go. But there are some mainstays, one of which is fart. And I mean, I am joking a little bit, but in a way, it is a common universal term that everybody uses. It never changes. I'd like to know, really what I'd like to know is where it started, how that started. I've tried to research it. It is you can't really get a concrete answer, but
I could guide you to the monk's tale in the Canterbury Tales, where you could find some of the first uses of fart used in.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that one, it's universal. Every country uses it, and two, it never changes. It's been used all over the world. But then there are some words that go in and out. Some are, cool and dude and all that. They're kind of gone. No one, only people our age said dude now. I mean, the young bucks don't say that stuff anymore. What do you think, Brandon and Third Star, Arpeggio? What do you guys think?
That's pretty cool, man.
Let's see them weigh in. Remember all the stupid shit we did when we were kids? Like we would take like a safety pin and like stick it in our skin, like pop it in one part of our finger and pop it out the other side, and like sharpen our pencils down to the erasers, like the dumb shit we did.
Yes.
Why did we do that?
No clue. How many? Does anybody here Jerk 1 or Jerk 3? Do you have any lead in your body from a lead pencil getting stuck? The point.
Yeah. So extra cabbage. This is a real story. Extra cabbage is standing in line for a catechism class. We were, I don't know how old we were, maybe like 10, 11. And he's swinging a pencil back and forth, pretending to stab the person in front of him. But he has the eraser end to that dude. But I'm standing behind him, and he jerks back, boom, right. Like, I'm telling you, like 3 centimeters from my eye. And I still have the graphite stuck under my eye. You can still see it today. Nice. It looks like a bad prison tattoo. Dude, it's
wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you got so lucky, my friend.
I did. And the crazy part about it is my mother thought it was she thought pencils were still made from lead and that I was going to die. She thought my blood would be poisoned by the lead, and then somebody said no. It's graphite, not lead in pencils anymore.
Wow, dude, that must have hurt like a bitch.
It was good times, good vibrations, great oldies.
Dirt Star say they never go away. He's absolutely right.
The mark never goes away.
Forearm, it's still there. I have one on my thigh, still there. Yeah, dude. Jerk 3, to go back to your story a second, though. Like, were you just how old were you when it happened?
I think we were like 10, 11, maybe 12 the most, somewhere around there.
So you must have thought there's no way you're going to be able to see anymore.
Yeah, dude. I thought, my mother's scared the both of us. I thought like any minute I was going to be rushed to the ER. Like, I'm going to die. I'm dead. I'm a dead dude.
So you were definitely doing the. I don't want to go.
Yeah, and I just remember I remember anger setting in, thinking like, dude, I'm gonna kill this dude because he just killed me.
Wow, and you almost became paralyzed that one time too.
Yeah,
You got
there was
slammed
one
against
time where
tree
this dude, I think it might have been Jerk One, he got a brand new pair of designer jeans, and I'm hiding in our friend's garage with a can of brown spray paint. And as soon as Jerk One turned around, I shot it right directly into the asshole part of the jeans, a big fucking wad of brown spray paint. And dude, I mean, as soon as he figured out what happened, it was the end of my back and my spine. He slammed me over a tree stump, and he was like 100 feet taller than me at the time.
Oh my God! Really? Is that true?
Yeah, it actually is true. And I was still laughing as I hit the stump.
I mean,
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, I fucked up his jeans really bad.
that was good stuff, man.
It was
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Jerk 3. When we were kids, some of the crazy. I mean, I remember. Now, again, I'm old, so I had a green machine, not a big wheel, and we used to have a brook in the back of our house, and it had like an incline hill, and we had the bright idea of now. The big wheel was, it was one big wheel and two big wheels in the back. The green machine was actually like almost like a Grand Prix car in a way, but it was a little bigger. It had that kind of make, and it had two wheels in the front and two in the back. Anyway, our bright idea. Now the brook from one side to another side was probably, now Jerk One could attest to this. It was probably, would you say about 10 feet, maybe? Yeah. So we thought that we could actually, get a lot of speed up from that incline. It wasn't a hill; it was just an incline, and jump our green machines over the brook. Never happened. How we survived those jumps, I have no clue. Right into the drink.
Dude.
Yeah. Green machine, arpeggio. You with it? You remember the green machine?
Yeah.
Nice. Arpeggio, yeah, the green machine was it, man.
I'm going to throw these at you here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Three-sided coin. We got Z-Man's Urban Dictionary Word of the Week.
Yes.
We got a couple stories of people, and we got a war report.
All right.
Let's go with Z-Man. Z-Man's Urban Stories.
Urban Dictionary.
And Jerk,
Urban
Jerk
Stories?
Oh, no
Was
way.
that it? Or Urban Dictionary? Uh-oh. Well, hey, fucking roll with it, man. Okay, well, we got Z-Man's Urban Dictionary Story Word of the Week. So he wants urban stories, like urban stories.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. I misspoke. You're absolutely right. I think this is what he wanted.
It's what Z-Man wants.
Yep.
Today's word of the week is ass shit conky whacker. One who frequently shits from the ass while whacking his conky with several large sticks. My new neighbor is an ass shit conky whacker. He loves dropping a piping hot loaf while smacking his conky.
Ass shit. All right, so then Putin is an ass shit conky whacker.
It almost sounds like a dude with Tourette's.
Will Smith, ass shit conky whacker.
Definitely. Enjoy.
Okay.
Thanks,
Gotcha.
Z-Man.
Yeah, man.
Now, if you talk to Ted Nugent, he would call Taylor Hawkins an ass. What was it called? An ass.
Ass shit conky whacker.
Ass shit conky whacker. Yeah, he just came out disparaging Taylor Hawkins for doing drugs and leaving his family behind. And I get where Ted's coming from, and being a father myself. But come on, you can't kick a dude when he's down. I mean, save it.
He can't defend himself.
I mean, if you're going to go in that direction, you might as well just get mad at every musician ever.
Correct. Correct. And you know what, Jerk 3? It's funny you should bring that up, because Taylor Hawkins was hanging out with Dave Navarro, Perry Farrell, all these recovered addicts, all these dudes who were way, way worse than he was back in the 90s. I mean, Dave Navarro was really strung out on heroin, and so was Perry Farrell. Like, I don't know. It's just mind-boggling to me. He must have hit it pretty well, because There's got to be some signs that you pick up that something's wrong in Denmark, so to speak. You know.
Definitely.
Something is definitely wrong in Denmark.
That's right. Something is wrong in Denmark. That was a line from the infamous movie Can't Buy Me Love, where the dude pays the girl $1,000 to go out with him, and he's like a dork, and he turns in like to this coolest dude. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie. It's fucking classic.
Beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna run this scenario by you, and you tell me what you think.
Go for it, jerk one. Oh, lordy.
40-year-old mom of two, bus boyfriend at strip club, hops on stage and dumps him. Now,
I guess it's better than actually taking a dump on him.
Taking a dump, and she said she made $100 that night. Wow. Now, here's other pictures of her. I always like to see how much they change the picture from one to the other, like when they get all Barbied up and stuff.
Oh yeah, like they go from filter to filterless.
There's all kinds of red flags. She's a real estate agent out of Laguna Beach, California. That's another red flag. Her name is Missy. And she put a tracker in her boyfriend's car. They were dating for 2 years. He swore off strip clubs. She didn't believe him, so she put the tracker on the car, followed him. And then she snuck in the back and borrowed some clothes from one of the dancers and got on stage and did this thing on TikTok. And, she got all these views and made $100, dude.
That's epic. I mean, it's crazy as a loon, but I mean, she's a party, I bet. I mean, she's a party.
Are you going to keep going to strip clubs then, or are you going to learn your lesson there? Actually, she dumped him at the end, and she was nice enough to not say his name, like trying to give him some privacy, I guess.
Wow. I mean, dude, it's not a dull moment with her. Let's be honest. I mean, just look at her. Yeah. She's probably crazy as hell, man.
She got the crazy eyes, but imagine when she's 60 and all this work starts to fall.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, right now
it's gonna be a shit show, man.
Hey, you know what though? I mean, look at Christy Brinkley, man. She's 65, still looking great.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you talk to, some people dug Betty White before she passed. So.
Right.
It's true, man. The age-old adage is there's somebody for everybody, and some people are into that, man.
There's an ass for every seat.
I took her for a ride in the Love Vessel.
All right.
I smacked that ashy bush around a little bit.
Check this out. Gwyneth Paltrow has cunt candles.
Whoa!
No way.
75.
It smells like her vagina.
Yeah, she has. This smells like my vagina candle. This is a 2020 series, and it was sold out.
Take my money.
This cannot be true.
Take my money.
You got to ask: is she underpricing her vagina if she sold out?
She might be better off making a mold of it and then making that into a candle.
But it has a smell to it too.
I love that.
It has a funny, quote, funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautifully unexpected scent.
Holy shit, dude. I had to actually look that up. I thought you just made that up.
No way, man. I'm the real deal, Holyfield.
You are the real deal. My Lord.
See, a mix of geranium, citrusy bergamot, and cedar absolutely juxtaposed with damask rose and abrite seed.
Low tide.
Low tide.
I should have said low tide.
Well, if this poor girl hadn't learned from this, she got back on the stick again in 2022. Now she's selling another vagina candle. This one's called Hands Off My Vagina.
Well, okay, all right. So jerk
at
one.
The same price.
If I can interject here,
go ahead, please.
So what she does is she seduces us with the first vagina candle, and now we can't get enough. We're addicted to her vagina, right? We're at least the smell, and now she's telling us to stay away from her vagina. I'm appalled by this behavior.
That is a tease move, isn't it?
I mean, it's just what,
and it's $75.
It's
$75.
So apparently her vagina still is not underpriced, I guess, or it's found the market niche. You could say, or the crack.
And the thing is, if I try to bottle up my ball butter, it's just not going to have the same effect.
Well, the Hands Off My Vagina candle features notes of coconut milk and Damascena roses mixed with raw vanilla, hinoki cypress, and hints of toasted cocoa for added depth and sensuality. Now, this is the part that's weird.
Dirt Star said it's a snooch scent.
Dirt Star.
Snooch.
Love it.
The Hands Off My Vagina candle is to honor the anniversary of Roe v. Wade. $25 of that, or 1/3 is donating to the ACLU. My question is, what does added depth and sensuality have to do with abortion rights? She's all over the place, man.
You know.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
Do I fuck vagina candles? Strange, you bringing it up? Oh, you don't believe the stuff that I fuck, Brandon, you know? I'm a fucking machine.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Well, It's so funny because not to make fun of his choice of sexuality at all, but it's a little surprising. Elton John purchased a ton of those provocative candles, it says right here, as well as Kim Kardashian. And Kourtney Kardashian did as well. So Elton John, that's a little, I mean, he doesn't, why would he want one of those? But he evidently likes it. So that's cool. All good.
What do I have on here next? Oh, that's all, folks.
Well, hey,
Wow.
I have the video of this if you're interested.
Is she?
Of course.
You want to see the video of this? Yeah.
Is he making a candle?
We're having kid soup tonight.
Oh my God, dude, you really got it?
Yeah, hang on. It's loading.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Here you go.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Holy.
Now let's get a candle of that shit going on.
That's
Cooking
what I'm
kid candle.
saying.
Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that all about? Oh my God.
When you got to wash your balls, you got to wash your balls.
You know, I mean,
How does that not burn him like, you know?
I hope this doesn't bring the show down, you know, but.
That is not bringing the show down. That's amazing, bro. How does that happen?
Sorry, God damn it.
Well,
sorry, people.
That's on the flip side, that's like the polar bears. Like, how do they jump in freezing cold Sub-Zero water? Like, that's amazing.
It was only
done on Bugs Bunny. It's so true, Arpeggio. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Hey, let's reach out to that kid if he's still around.
Oh my God, yeah, if he's still.
You need him as a guest on your show. I bet his balls have that new sneaker smell to him.
How do you even who even thinks, okay, start a fire, boil water, throw my son into it? I don't know.
It's when you don't have indoor plumbing.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that's insane.
First world joke.
Hey now.
That is insane.
Oh, it's a big world out there.
You know what? I want to go back to Z-Man real quick. You mentioned his Urban Dictionary. He's also big on the new music. Do we have new music segment coming up or no? If we don't, I just want to tell you that you both, I want to clap my hands for both Jerk 1 and Jerk 3. But also, I think it was either Dirt Star or Brandon. One of them brought to my attention the band Wet Leg.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it. Was you?
Yeah, we had it in the list of albums that are being released.
Yeah. So their new album's out, and I've listened to it. I sent you guys a video of me driving down the road listening to it. I mean, dude, fucking great shit.
It is.
I'm still laughing at the comments. Brandon said that in China that's called a hot pot, and Dirt Star said that kid's basting. Killer.
Yeah. Well, their new album, Wet Leg's new album, you're right, is coming out. It is. They're a great band. Now, Jerk 3, you probably know more about this than I do. They're all girls. Am I right?
With Wet Leg, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know that much about that band.
Yeah, they're the Swedish, I think, and they got that whole Swedish thing going on.
Are they the ones that sing that song about? What is it? Oh man, you know what? The lyrics that are actually escaping me right now, so I'm fired. You know what wet leg. You know what wet leg means in slang?
No.
It's a self-pitying person.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Dick of the week.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, fire that up.
Dick of the Week award. Boy, there's never a shortage. Our meetings, the longest creative meetings, are about who should get the Dick of the Week because there's just so many to choose from.
Agreed.
But I must say, this week it was not that difficult.
No.
Dick of the Week, Scott Fudge from the Villages, Florida.
Oh,
You
look at him.
dick.
You dick.
He looks
did
like
he
he
do?
hates Spicoli.
What the hell? What happened with him?
Scott Robert Kirster, a.k.a. Scott Fudge, allegedly attacked an old fart at the Villages, Florida. While in jail, he was under a no-contact order with his mom, but he called her from jail asking for $1,000 bail money. He also beat up his mom, too. I think that's alleged, though. I don't want to get into trouble with that.
Jeez.
He lives with his mom, and he violated his community control sentence of home detention. He steals money from tip jars and has multiple convictions of grand theft and burglary, and he has 20 Facebook accounts. He's just a dick for that alone.
Yes, he is.
So,
True.
yeah, Dick of the Week, and we're glad he got his COVID shot so he can be with us some longer while he's doing his time.
Yikes.
He looks like a guy that plays around in Uncle Touchy's magic puzzle basement.
He actually looks like Bam, the dude from Jackass, his dad. He looks like his dad. Not there too much, but where Bam would go in and beat the hell out of his dad while he was sleeping. Those were classic.
We just got an update from Nerd Star. He did some research on wet leg. He says they're British on that.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Dirt Star again. The All-Star, Dirt Star, All-Star. Well done.
So yeah, we got a lineup. We got a whole line of Dick of the Weeks coming up, though. But there's no, like I said, there's no shortage.
You know what, Jerk One? This one didn't make it, but I do want to talk about him, and I want your pick on. Whoa, hold on, big up. I told you I tried to break news for us.
Oh, yeah, news break.
Yes, there is a news break here, and Jerk One, you're gonna love it, especially because you really get into this band, especially their earlier stuff. Pink Floyd is reuniting to record a song for Ukraine.
Ukraine stuff, huh? Roger Waters is going to get together.
Yeah, they're all getting together.
Huh.
And it's called "Hey Hey Rise Up." And that's pretty cool. Pink Floyd's getting together to reunite to record a song for Ukraine.
Well, what's Gilmore going to do? He sold all of his guitars for the Earth First people and the green for the environmental lawyers.
Yeah, and also too, fuck man, Roger Waters is not involved. He's not involved. So, just David Gilmour and Nick Mason.
That's not much of a reunion. I think, Nick Mason and wow. So
I like what Brandon said about the Scott Fudge guy.
What'd he say?
He asked if that was the Florida version of Lunchy. Cold-blooded.
I love these dudes, man.
Yeah, man, they're out of control.
I love it.
Oh man.
Well, you know what? What I originally wanted to say, but then I saw that was there was this dude. He was a father, and I don't know how it happened. So you're gonna have to just bear with me here. But the line is the topic. The headline is dad who lived in dorm convicted of abusing his daughter's pals. Now, my first question is, how does he get to live in the dorm?
Yeah, how do we get to do this?
How does that happen? And he's convicted of a trial of psychologically manipulative relationships with young people. He was at Sarah Lawrence College. Anybody familiar with the?
I think I heard this Oh,
You
wow.
did?
Yeah, I heard this story too, Jerk too.
This
Yeah,
is
he
pretty
moved
hot.
into his daughter's dorm, and
It gets real
Yeah.
saucy somewhere.
he
Yeah, it's pretty hot, man.
charges include racketeering, conspiracy, forced labor, sex trafficking, and obstruction of justice. Can you? I mean, and not only that, he got his daughter to help him out with everything.
What is this conspiracy stuff? Everyone's getting charged, trumped up conspiracy charges. Give it a break.
Yeah.
What's this conspiracy all about? If conspiracies don't happen, then why do they have a name for them? You know?
Yeah, well, he's got the U.S. Attorney Damian Williams on his ass.
Is that from Living Color?
I think so.
No way. That's a key. He's all set, man.
But I mean, first of all, the biggest question I have is, all right, here's how the article starts, and it's from AP News. You could check it out. So they're a reputable source.
Good enough
But
for us.
he moved into his daughter, and here's the line. It starts out. Ray, his name was Ray, Lawrence Ray. He was 62 years old. He moved into his daughter's dorm after finishing a prison stint for security fraud conviction. I mean, who the fuck is monitoring things nowadays?
Nobody.
Nobody does their job anymore. Nobody.
Dude,
So yeah, Lawrence Ray, fuck you. Lawrence Ray, fuck you. Yeah, man.
No,
You're a dick, dude. You're a dick.
We got a lot of people watching now. This is a time I think we should bust out that our plea to buy some merchandise from us. You know, we get it to the best people.
Yes, let's do it.
What do we got here? Look at this, playing cards. How do you have existed this long without Three Jerks playing cards?
Right. I love it.
It's amazing. And they're marked too. Don't worry, we got you covered, you know. We just can't show that on here.
What's
That's
the
awesome.
RA failure? What's that?
The RA, like the RA, like monitors the hall.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done, side 928.
Nice.
Yes, you're
Good
absolutely RA failure. I love it.
Failure.
Nice.
That's great. You're absolutely right.
This is Big Pink Dude's actual reproduction, genuine war correspondent name tag, and you could buy the reproductions here.
I want it.
Pretty swift.
Yep, I want it. That's excellent.
Do it.
It has no fives.
Big Pink Dude.
Yeah, man.
Are we having any report about him at all?
Yeah, we got a war report too, and he's
can't
pitching
wait.
a new idea too. He's got an idea for another thing. I
Excellent.
don't know. I'll leave it to you to look at.
Okay.
Look at this. I wish I had one of these. This is
man.
a spiffy lamp, man. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
No way. It does not.
And look at this. Brandon, he said he did buy underwear with Jerko's face. He can't stop getting blowjobs. He really is the blowjob.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
That is the effect that it's supposed to
My
have.
goodness.
Oh, that's fucking
Brandon,
great.
that's the effect it's supposed to have.
Yeah, we're-
Brandon, there it is. Holy shit. Brandon, that was excellent. Louis C.K., give your Grammy back and give it to Brandon. He deserved it. That was a great joke.
dude, look at these Christmas ornaments now. Somebody is already, well, it was us. We have now our, since our IDs were revealed last week, we figure we might as well start exploiting ourselves.
That's right. I encourage everybody in the audience to tickle our taint.
Yes,
So what do you think? That's pretty swift, huh? I like that.
absolutely.
And that's
I love
it this week. We're getting a merch catalog set up pretty soon, in time for the holidays.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I want big pink dude. And possibly, does he give you any passes to any of the girls who are in his army?
Yeah, we'll get to that
okay.
next.
Excellent.
You know what? I think we're going to start selling penis candles too. So somebody may come up to you asking for a mold, this week. So don't be surprised if someone comes up to your door and asks for that this week. We got to get this stuff rolling. Takes forever to get this shit from China.
Oh, I bet.
So it's all good. Yeah. So there you have it, man. We're talking merch, motherfuckers. Merch.
Love it.
Roll that right into
3J. There he is. Yes.
There he is again. This is
I can't wait to hear about him.
This is the War Report number 4, but it's the Women of War issue 3. So he's trying to make a buck off of this, I think. I'm not sure how we're doing here.
Okay. Oh, he's up the game. Look at that.
Yeah, he found a poster, and we got it translated and everything.
I would like to butter her muffin.
Simple rules. This part at the top says simple rules save lives. And then number 1, always treat weapon as if it's loaded. And 2, never point a gun where you're not going to point it.
Sound fair?
At her silicone?
Yeah.
There we go. Number 3, don't put your finger on the hook. You see, I whited out the nipples there, if you could see that. That was a real poster. I did get to see the full nipple. You guys don't, unfortunately, because I'm not sure what YouTube thinks about nipples.
Right. I understand.
What do you think that YouTube thinks about nipples? I'm not so sure, but if they're male nipples, maybe they can be seen, but if they're female nipples, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is.
And Dirt Star's correct.
I could argue with the community.
Yeah, and Dirt Star's correct. I would let her butter my muffin too.
He's right. Look at Brandon. Where's the Wanted Drunk Slob t-shirt with Lunchy's face on it for merch? You know what? We could do a lot of stuff. We could have a whole lunchbox.
Brandon, I actually teabagged Lunchy at a party.
Oh, we got pictures to prove it.
We do. We do.
Anyways, are we being canceled? I hope not. I'm having too much fun.
Yeah, seriously. Come on. You're taking all the necessary steps. I mean,
we're doing it. I'm trying to be careful in this world today, you know.
Well done. Well done.
Like the 90s, you know.
Yeah.
Control the space in front and outside the target, and don't put your finger on the hook until you are ready to shoot.
That makes sense.
And make sure you shoot the enemy or shoot only the commander. The rules of opening fire are set by the commander.
Yes. And I would imagine the commander is Big Pink Dude, yes?
You know, I think she is the commander. And
oh my God!
I will shoot her with the state of Hawaii.
Good one, jerk one.
Side 928 wants to know why all the lunchbox hate.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Salty Slav tears are gushing.
Nipples will get us canceled. So again, I blotched them out real nice like.
All right. Good. Side 928. All right. Good. He knows that. Perfect.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm glad we have him on our side.
Yeah. Good job, Side 928. All right. So he's the lawyer. He's the law end of our show. We got some good listeners.
I keep telling
there it is. There it is.
There she is, huh?
Oh, look at that.
Hey, now.
That's hot.
I bet you she has a bag of beef jerky somewhere.
Amazing.
Now, at the end of all this, Big Pink Dude comes around and he says he wants to do this new show, a new kind of thing. Kind of like, we said it was like Geraldo in the 80s, this investigative reporter stuff.
Yeah.
And he threw the pitch out instead. So, you know.
Who vandalized it?
He's too damn cheap to set it up again. So he just kind of scratched stuff out. And he's like, this is just a thumbnail sketch, man. Big Pink Dude show, investigative reporter, and I'm gonna have like an eye patch and this cool mustache and a Fu Manchu going on, and he's no longer on the CNT network. Rather, he's on the Dick network.
He's on the Dick network,
the DIK network. So you know what? Times change. So he might, I don't know what the politics are going on, but this dude's slippery one. But I say we keep sending him bags of dope, and we're getting good material.
Absolutely, he is. I mean, first of all, let's recap. So he goes down there. He has no guns, no ammunition at all. He enlists the hottest, most obedient Ukrainian girls, teaches them how to shoot guns, and then puts them in a power position where he doesn't have to get his hands dirty at all.
That's right. Kind of like a pimp.
Yeah, and they listen to him, and they fire at will, which I'm sure he's able to fire at will, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, he had a big drill bit. That was his only weapon when he first landed. When he dropped down by parachute, a big old drill bit.
Right, and as you can see, he accrued a tank as well.
Yeah, and like how people trade a paperclip for a pencil and a pencil for a Corvette and then a Corvette for a mansion. That's like what he did. Except he traded for girls.
Hey,
in the
jerk
Army.
1 and jerk 2. Is it cool? I got a spunky poop. Is it cool if I go crunch one out?
Yeah, go right ahead, dude.
I've
I've been there.
Hey,
Yeah, Laser Loggins light show in my bathroom in 2 minutes. I'll be back.
Bring the camera in there with you.
Hey, you should bring it in so we could hear it.
Yeah, we got to hear something. We got to hear poop.
We
don't pay you to poop, bro. We don't pay you to poop.
That would definitely get us listeners for sure.
It would.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, the big pink dude, to go back to him, he is who was the dude who's the guy who started Playboy? Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
He's basically the Hugh Hefner in the Ukrainian war.
It could be when things all settle in, the dust settles. I think you're going to find him at the top of the heap.
He absolutely. It's up to you, big pink dude.
Hey, you know what? Want to squeeze in some sports while he's out squeezing a loaf?
Let's do it. Yeah, since it is opening day today in baseball,
Right.
I wonder if Brandon or Side 928, Dirt Star, Arpeggio, do you guys care about opening day for baseball?
I don't think some of these guys don't, but
No?
you know what?
I'm just curious to see the fan base. I always wonder how big truly is the fan base of Major League Baseball.
Yeah. We'll start off though with the Masters. The Masters just started. Yeah. The only thing I'm going to focus on is the menu there. I don't know if you could read that, but you know how cheap the food is?
Wow.
Get yourself an egg salad sandwich or $1.50. Barbecue.
Holy shit, that's great.
Yeah.
Brandon's like baseball sucks.
And Stein talks about peanuts and Cracker Jack. I have a story about Cracker Jacks coming up, so stick around there.
All right, excellent.
On that side. And
All right.
we got baseball sucks, football's better. We're gonna have to do some football draft stuff. I don't know. Maybe Brandon can help out with that. I'm not on top of football draft. That's in June, I think.
Yeah, Brandon, you can come on. We'd love to have you.
That would be awesome.
5928, come on. Arpeggio, you guys should all come on. We'll have a big panel of jerks, all of us. We'll have like 10 jerks.
I could fit 10 people in this room. That would be insane.
There you go. Let's do it.
But the Masters is great. Then you wind up with dropping $1,500 at the souvenir shop too.
I was about to say that. How much is parking? How much is a ticket? Even is it? I would imagine.
The line is generations long. It's like giant season tickets or something. It takes a long time. They're probably about $3,000 a day.
How much?
Probably $2,000 to $3,000 a day.
Oh my lord!
Wow, that's crazy. Jerk 1, I just sent you a picture of my it's a masterpiece of a shit. I'd appreciate it if you could put it live on the screen for everybody to see.
Oh my, how can we do this here?
Oh lord! I may have to.
It's a real crowd pleaser.
I just to continue with the Masters, they bought up every single.
What the hell, dude?
I'm sorry.
I just looked at the picture.
Oh, you? I can't really see it, which is great.
You can't really see it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Just say he's holding something.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Thank God.
No, this ain't gonna work. You know what? There it is. Can you see that a little bit?
Yeah, it does look like he's holding something, but I can't figure out what it is.
Yeah, it's a candy bar.
There's nothing wrong with that. Duty! What movie? Duty!
Caddyshack.
Yes, sir. Apropos, since we're talking about the Masters.
Can you see it?
To fish it out and put it in a pizza box.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Nice. Whoops, hang on. We got to get a... Here you go. Wait.
Oh,
there.
My Lord.
How's that? Oh, nice.
Damn, dude.
That's great.
Oh, my God, dude. That's all right, Jerk 3, you are now the all-star.
Dude, Jerk 2, I worked really hard on that.
Next thing you're going to do is put it in a cup and throw it up in the air in some parking lot out in Florida.
And stand under it.
That's whack, man.
Oh my God! Oh my!
I want to know if I put that shit in a pizza box yet.
Oh man, Jerk 3, that is amazing.
I just threw it across the street and I hit my neighbor's car.
I know a guy. He took a dump he got on top of the roof of the car, turned his butt cheeks down to the windshield, and took a dump on the windshield. Kind of slid down there. Then he took a piece of that and rubbed it on the stop sign.
Oh my God! Well, during our pre-production meetings during the week, didn't one of you send a video of a girl just like walking through Walmart and they had her on a security and she just like stopped in the middle of the row?
That's in our Depends. Yeah, that's in our Depends PSA. You should fire that up.
Yeah, let's throw one on. Give ourselves Let's see here. We can do that. I can do that. Can I or can I?
Drop the deuce in Walmart. Like, who the fuck does shit like that? What the fuck? Oh my God.
This might take a minute because this is a little long.
She shit straight to the floor. And she turned around. She turned around. She looked at it and she walked out.
Cold-blooded. It's cold-blooded. Like, oh my God.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
With a little Depends on there.
Good.
Here it comes.
Oh, I really want to know.
That was fun. Getting out and enjoying yourself. That's what life is all about. And it's easy when you have the best bladder control protection.
Depend undergarments have special layers of absorbency that won't bunch or sag, and elastic legs for a better fit. And now Depend is available in 2 other levels of protection: shields for light to moderate incontinence and fitted briefs for heavy to complete incontinence.
Get back into life with Depend.
Shit comfortably.
Pooing yourself. Gross. Yep. I'm doing it. I am telling the story. My girlfriend didn't want me to tell this story because she thinks it's way gross. I mean, it is. It is very gross. But you clicked it, so you must be curious what's coming out of my butt. And no, it's not ribbons and candy canes, okay? It's poo! You have to do it right away, all right? Take your time. Because I wasn't 8 years old when I pooed my pants. I wasn't 9. I wasn't 7. I was 22 years old.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
I can't listen to that song anymore. Every time I hear it, I feel like I'm gonna poo myself. Also, do you think Taylor Swift has ever pooed once in her whole life? Like, I don't think so. Side story.
Do you really have pounds of toxic poop or stool in your colon? Because there are claims out there that say you could have anywhere from 5 to 20 pounds, some claiming as high as 40 pounds of stool in the body.
But Gyatso, how do I know if I'm ready for this?
Your questions will be answered
this Sunday night!
This nasty ass woman walks in the store, takes a big old shit, no strain, just lets it fall out, looks at it and walks away. I mean, how nasty do you gotta be? That's some nasty shit. Jamie, come tell them what you think about this shit, man.
Man, let me tell you what I think about this. I'm just thinking, what in the world are people doing these days, man? You got people shitting everywhere now. You can't even go in the store without finding a pile of shit on the floor. I mean, this is just crazy. Ain't there a bathroom in the store, man? Ain't there somewhere else she could have went instead of shitting on this floor? I mean, there's kids walking around here, man. You got people walking around everywhere. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, I just cannot believe this right now.
This is the hot part. Hey now.
You're probably wondering, do adult diapers work, right? You're probably wondering, do adult diapers work? Well, it depends.
You want to work? You don't want to work.
We are doing a product review. A product that one day, maybe all of us will need. And that product is Depend. Security briefs for men and or women. So let's go check it out. We'll all one day, maybe, even you young whippersnappers, depend on a pair of these in a uncomfortable situation. As I was checking out, I could see the young checkout lady, all of 19, looking at me and looking at this product. And all I could think of to say was, I'm getting these for a friend. I'm not sure if she bought that or not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing mine right now.
You need it when you're doing a 3-hour show. I'm telling you, this could be a tax deduction.
Yeah, if you're not shitting in your hand like I am, you're shitting in your Depends undergarments.
Back, bro.
So side 928 says Jerk 3 shit in a box and hid it in our van once, and that is a true story.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a van. It was actually a Van's shoebox in our van.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah. We got
Wow.
we were playing the Vans Warped Tour, and we had our promotional shoes or whatever we had. There was a box, an empty box. It was the only place I could shit. I had to shit really bad. It was right before we were going on stage. Every single porta-john was just like there was lines around the friggin' parking lot, and I was like, dude, I don't have any other choice right now. I gotta shit. I gotta shit in this box in our van, and I'm gonna hide it under a seat for a nice surprise after the show.
Nice.
True story.
True story.
Oh, my God.
Scout's honor, brother. Shazam!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everyone has a good shit story, though. You got to admit.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna leave it in there for the rest of the guys. I just forgot about it. Like, in other words,
makes sense.
The show. We played the show. We hung out. We sold merch, and it was just like, oh yeah, I forgot a shit.
Hey, that reminds me of a song. We needed money for this record. Thank you. We needed money for this merch. Thank you. Thank you. I fucking love that song, man.
Yeah, I got we just did 20 minutes on shit. We're happy.
Yes. Yeah.
Baking a loaf.
Are you guys interested? Since we still have the Masters up, do you care that Tiger Woods is back?
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. I just wish he'd come clean about that car accident. The police weren't covering up for him. Be nice to get the truth every once in a while.
Totally agree.
Hollywood, I guess you're okay. Oh, Tiger Woods got white privilege. That's right.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there's something fishy there for sure. But I mean, hey, he pulls it off. All the power to him. But
yeah, he's even right now, tied for 10th, I think. And the cut will be tomorrow, and it'll be probably he'll make the cut. It sounds, unless he has a complete breakdown.
Okay,
and we'll see. He knows that course really well.
Yeah, they asked him, does he feel like he has a chance to win? He said, absolutely. I feel like I could win. So
he only goes if he thinks he's going to win. So that's
What's the deal? What's the deal with the Nike endorsement? Like I heard there was some kind of like I don't know, like steam loss there.
Yeah, he's backing a new entity. It's not the Nike. It's not Nike.
Okay, so Nike's not. They're chapped about it. I'm assuming, or they just don't.
Well, he was their meal ticket forever.
Right.
So we got a coworker. We have two stories about people shitting in spackle buckets. One coworker spackle bucket on a job site and watch the painters. And we go. I used to work construction. Those drywall guys used to fill those empty buckets with horrible dumps. That's pretty good. Yeah, it happens. But what are you going to do?
To go back, Jerk 3, the way you bring out like top-notch stories is amazing. I got full detail of what's going on with the whole Nike situation with Tiger Woods.
Right on.
He is now backing FootJoy. I don't know if anybody knows. Yeah, they're called FootJoys.
It's that foot fetish website, right?
He said, I needed something that exactly.
I'm on
He
board.
said, I have very limited mobility right now. Nike's been fantastic over the years for providing me with equipment and work, and we have worked. Hey, he stole our line. You want to work, you don't want to work. We've been working on trying to find something that would allow me to swing again. So, yeah, he said. It also says Phil Knight, who is the owner of Nike, can't be pleased to hear that. But, yeah, FootJoys. You guys ever hear of FootJoys?
It sounds like old people shoes. I don't think Tiger Woods at age 40 whatever is the Nike profile anymore. He just grew out of the brand, and now he's doing Depends and FootJoy.
You know what? You could be right.
Yeah. Hey, the guy's got to, you got to flex to make the bucks. The Skrilla. That's right, bro.
World Series odds. Yes.
Jimmy the Jerk doing World Series odds now. Don't understand all the money parts on that. I'm looking more at the teams right now. It's way too early to be talking actual parlays, trifectas, and whatnot in your odds. But the Dodgers are at least to be seen as at least the NL champs. The Blue Jays are going to be pretty tough to beat this year. Remember them last year. They came up pretty strong. We'll see what happens when a full season hits them. Fuck the Astros. Be interesting to see where the White Sox go, and the Braves without Freeman now. I don't know, but they do got a lot of talent locked up for years to go. Yankees are pulling in the back end of number 6 there, according to all the bookies.
And they deserve it. I mean, they still have no pitching. So.
And Jimmy the Jerk says, watch the LA Angels. The AL West is a toss-up. Fuck yeah. So we're gonna tune into Jimmy the Jerk, as the season progresses and stuff. We're gonna try to help you guys make some money off of betting.
I got to go back to the Tiger Woods stories because Brandon and Side chimed in. Brandon said he thought FootJoy was a place down on Route 18 where they jerk you off.
Yeah.
Wow. Little Asian feet. I think he's right about that.
It's true.
And Side 928 chimed in and said he loved the old people shoes reference. You're right. I did too. And it's true. I looked them up. They do look like old people shoes. They actually look like old people golf shoes. That's what they look like.
Hey, you can still crank it.
Tiger Woods is trying to avoid a bad case of the gout.
That's true. Good point.
He does have a bunion, but that's just the word on the street.
This was a story earlier in the week. Albert Pujols and wifey divorced after 22 years, and you know what? Not to bring up the whole Will Smith thing, but if you look at that bottom page there, I'm not going to say anything about his wife's hair. I ain't even mentioning G.I. Jane. I ain't mentioning nothing.
That well said, yeah. Because you don't want Pujols messing around.
Nope. I don't need that guy on it. But he says it was amicable differences, and he's a good Christian, and they're going to try to raise their 5 or 6 kids together. So he's in his last year of contract. He's back home with the Cardinals.
Yes, he is.
I don't know if you remember way back, there was an issue about how old he was, and he had to correct some stuff on his birth certificates when he first rolled into the big leagues back in the day when we were doing fantasy in like 02, 03.
Was he sort of like an El Duque, where El Duque would never disclose his age for the Yankees?
It was off by a couple of years. I think there were 2 things out there, and he just never kind of owned up to any one of them.
Gotcha. I have a great memory of his last year was, I think, if not the last year, the year before the last year for Tony La Russa. So I'm walking in the back of the practice fields, and I see 2 Cardinals at one of the practice fields. So I go over there, and it's Pujols getting batting practice, and who's pitching but Tony La Russa.
Nice.
And it's just me in the back, and he is hitting bomb after bomb after bomb, and I'm just like collecting every single ball there. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good ball.
You let the dog go, run up to him, and you ran over there, tried to get selfies and autographs, and really made their morning, I'm sure.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't care about me. That's for
Hey,
sure.
jerk 1 and jerk 2, just going back a few years off topic, but it just reminded me when you were talking about like the early 2000s. I mean, this is older than that even, but do you remember a time when we broke 13 FCC rules in under 10 minutes doing a radio show?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
That was a Christmas Eve bash of 1996.
Epic, dude.
Yes. Of course.
Those were like the glory hole days. I mean, the glory days.
This is something I don't know if you've heard. There's a new sports snack. Well, stuff they're going to serve in the stadium is called Cracker Jill this year. So
Cracker Jill.
Yeah.
There you go, side 928.
Nice.
Right. Now we're going to empower women through Cracker Jill. Apparently, they hired a color expert, Monica Aninahu, an expert in color theory and black artist trailblazer, created 5 Cracker Jills to show their skin tone, body types, and ethnicities on a fucking candy wrapper, snack wrapper.
Wow.
Do they have a trans version?
That's next, bro. I think you got a good point there.
Cracker
so this
Jack.
is what empowers women.
I think
Sugar,
it's called Cracker Jack Me Off, the trans version. Hey now.
So your food company wants to empower women using sugar, corn syrup, popcorn, peanuts, molasses, salt, soybean oil, with a healthy dose of carbohydrates and a little bit of dietary fiber to get all that shit out of you.
Right.
Dude, we should check out the Tardos.
Brain surgery. Oh wow, that's why she had the side of her head shaved off. Maybe. Nice. Thanks.
Wow.
Thanks for making me feel better. You just don't come and slap me, anybody, please. And then we got Side who wants to know what the pronouns are. We're gonna have a whole show about that at some point. We can get a couple of guests in for that.
When's that dude coming on the show? We need him on the show.
They also made a song to accompany the Cracker Jills, so maybe we could sing along with a couple. They got this girl named Jill Noamari who sings it to "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" part. I'll sing it myself if you guys don't want. You can.
No, I'm ready to roll. Let's do it.
Let's rock.
I'm in.
Okay, buy me some peanuts and
Cracker Jill. No one can stop you if you have the will. So
let's root for a girl's
dream. We're adding our faith to the game, and we'll run through with never a doubt. It's a new ball game.
Oh my head!
Man,
my
we were
head
like.
hurts.
We are like the choreo.
Tell me that girl. Oh, go ahead, Jerk 3. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say our choreography was fucking spot on that one.
Oh, perfect, man! It just worked.
Is that girl who's singing? Is she the one from that gymnast who gave up and now is famous and rich because she gave up?
Maybe.
What's her name?
I think she's got a nickname. Jerk 2. I think she's got a nickname. I think it's like Pumpernickel Tits or something.
I just say, you know what?
Silver dollar nipple.
I kind of think that I'm well versed in all the new trends on how to be politically correct. But one thing I can't get on board with is how she is she's in every commercial now talking about how giving up is the new thing to do or something like that. I forget what her message is, and I'm like, really? That's great.
That's great. Yeah, now to solve this whole Cracker Jill bullshit, I think we should just have freaking Cracker Jerks. Cracker Jerks.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes. Indeed. Cracker Jerks.
Doubt.
I love it.
So put it in the merch catalog.
Cracker Jerk me off.
We will hook you up. Solid.
Cracker Jerks. I love it. Side 928, would you buy Cracker Jerks? What are their pronouns?
We'll have to figure out those pronouns one day. Like I said, I'm trying to get myself educated on that, and just so we don't make absolute fools of ourselves here.
Hey, do you guys watch Life Below Zero by any chance?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the people who live in Alaska, like out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
There is that lady Sue Aiken. I'm giving her. We have the segment Dick of the Week. We should also have like the coolest people of the week. She is fucking cool, man. She is very cool. She builds everything on her own. She's out there all by herself. She makes fun of herself. You know, she's always saying, "Oh, not too bad for a 50+ fat chick." She's always talking like that. And I mean, she's sporting you name it, guns, shotguns, killing bears, wolverines.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, she is no joke. It's a really cool show. It's called Life Below Zero. And they go from her to like a couple other people who are doing the same thing, but in a different part of Alaska. But she's the only solo girl who's just kicking ass and taking numbers. I mean,
Is this the older lady that keeps breaking her leg?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
She's way up in the research parts.
She's no joke, man. I mean,
the Arctic Circle.
You know, some of the things that she does are just amazing. And so, yeah, I was wondering if you guys watch that show. Sue Aiken, cool chick. I'm sure she has an Instagram, and if you want to look her up. But maybe, you know, Arpeggio, Brandon, you guys probably know her too.
Sorry, says, fuck that noise. I think he wants to hear about something else there.
He does?
The text is way behind. Yeah, this is what he wants.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's
dude.
hot, huh?
Shit.
We had some, we had a little research done on this, huh?
Yeah. I came across this one. And I said, "Gosh, guys, you know, this is perfect for the show."
God damn.
Right.
They really get messed up, and
Yeah.
what happens is they just find them all with they're exploded, and they're blaming climate change, man. And they're trying to insulate beehives to keep them from blowing their loads.
Maybe bees just have like, you know, massive like penises or something.
It's not a bad way to go, if you ask me.
Yeah. That is the way to go.
I could think of a lot worse, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that brings up to my, Matthew McConaughey's dad. That's exactly how he went. He did.
Yeah.
He said that. Yeah, he said he was banging his mom, and his mom was like, "Dad's not moving," and he was dead.
Who was that guy in Vegas who got in the whorehouse with his coke and 3 strippers there, three ladies? The
I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know.
He had a heart attack in there. He almost died, and he's related to the Kardashians or something. Or
Oh yeah. Their brother. Yeah, their brother. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Hey, like you're saying, that's the way to go. Why
that's
not?
not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you had to pick your way to go, I mean, wouldn't that be the way to go? I mean, why not?
I always said I like to be squished by a big weight, dropping from a very high height, and just be made like paper thin.
Yeah.
That's my way.
Yeah, he said, going back to Matthew McConaughey, he said his dad died while having sex with his mom, and it was mid-intercourse. That's what he said.
Wow, Codius.
Yeah.
Dirty Codius. Wow.
He said, "My knees buckled. I couldn't believe it. He was my dad. Nobody or nothing could kill him except for my mom."
That's some snatch, huh?
Because he impaled her with his dick.
It's a killer snatch.
I have a question for you guys. I mean, obviously nobody knows, but like we reference him a lot because it just happened. Taylor Hawkins, okay? Obviously he did not want to die. In fact, we know the story that he did call paramedics saying he was suffering from chest pains. My question to you, Jerk 1 and Jerk 3, is, so he dies. So what happens after death? Do you just like, he has to be, right when it happens, be like, "Oh my God, I fucked up so bad." Like, I know you're dead, but there's got to be some cognitive way that you know, "Oh my God, I'm not going back." Like,
there's a dude that has this theory. I forget what it's called. I think it's like the egg theory or something. I don't know what it's called, but it's like it's something about after you die, your brain, there's activity for like, I don't know, 7 minutes, or I don't know how long it is. It might be longer. And what happens is you have no, just like in a dreamlike state, you have no real perception of time. And supposedly, like, all of us died back in 2012, like the Mayan calendar predicted, or whatever that shit was. And we're all in this like dreamlike state. And what 7 minutes or whatever the time is that your brain stays alive could actually feel like 100 years in a dreamlike state. So we could all be fucking dreaming right now, and we're all dead.
Wow. Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, Jerk 3. I may have to add you to the educated list. I mean, you and Jerk 1 are pulling out all the stops. I have nothing when it comes to education.
Well, Jerk 2, I like to think of myself as an idiot savant without the savant.
Now, it's funny we talk about this because I want to give you guys a perspective of life and death on this planet.
Oh, wow. All right.
Illustrated in a simple hourglass. The green part right above the choke part, that is us. Everybody alive on the earth right now is that green part.
Hey now.
Now, if you can see the little grains dropping, those are the people. That's 60 million people who die every year.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The green part is 7.95 billion people are alive today. So we drop 60 million per year. And the bottom of the hourglass is 109 billion people have lived and died for the since they've been keeping track, I guess. Now the little grains on top floating down is 10 million people. Each grain represents 10 million. I'm sorry, it's 140 million children are born every year. So that fills up the top part of the hourglass, and the bottom part's starting to rise up.
Wow.
So it's a perspective of just how small we are and how much none of this shit matters.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah. The more, it's funny. I heard Flea talking this week because of their new album. They're doing a lot of press. And he brought up a good point. He said that life is basically run by other spiritual forces, and you should just give into it and enjoy the ride, basically. And I don't know if I believe all of it like that, but I do believe a lot in what he's saying. But Jerk 3, I was giving you props for your education there, but Jerk 1 just fucking slammed the door on you there.
He did. And you know what they say? They say, like what Jerk 1 did was a do, and what I did was a do, and two do's make a do-do, and that's exactly what Dum Dum did.
We're going to go back to Brandon for a second, but let's go. He said that hourglass looked like his new one-hitter, who too has the green side.
Nice. Yes.
It sure does.
How much money do we have to raise to get Lunchy on the show? This gave me a really good idea. Is it illegal to have live gambling on this channel?
Yeah.
Why would it be illegal if we had a roulette?
No, it's not illegal. It's not illegal to have live play gambling, but you couldn't have like a video perspective of Lunchy's gambling table at the casino.
Oh, no. I'm going to set up a set of cards here. We'll play blackjack, and he can be on as a guest.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
And
I thought you meant like a live feed from the blackjack table at Atlantic City.
No photo in the casino. I know that. No feed up on the casino either. This isn't that kind of place. This ain't no sawdust joint,
Hey, man.
But what I'm saying is, if I run a camera down and we draw cards down and have Lunchy bet on each set, or we can all play some hands, and then he can run up a tab.
Oh man, that's great.
And we can see how much he gets into debt with us. I'm going to work on that. You know what? I'm going to write that down.
What's max pain if you lose? Like, do like you have to like saw off like a nut, or like what's the? There's got to be some risk involved here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Lunchy gambling genius. We'll have him right on the show.
Jesus, gambling Jesus.
Yeah.
Nice. Brandon, I love it. 10-10.
Get him. I like that. Maybe Brandon can have a card. He can have a set of cards too, or he can play in the hand too.
Oh shit!
Lunchy gambling, Jesus.
Lunchy gambling would be great.
I like that. I think, We can do that.
Yeah,
Lunchy's
he's
gambling.
got. Yeah,
Oh,
Lunchy's got.
one's writing it down. You know it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lunchy has a savantish gift with defying death with fun.
Really?
Yeah, he's hardcore, brother.
Lunchy.
Lunchy.
Yeah, can we at least find out how he got the name Lunchy?
Oh yeah, you want to take that one, Scott?
I barely remember. I got to be
Oh,
honest.
really? Okay, gotcha.
I had to do something with his job in a lunchbox, I think, or offering women sandwiches as part of seduction.
Like the old popcorn trick. You put your dick through the popcorn.
Jeez, Brandon hit him hard. If you lose,
What did Brandon say? If you lose, you have to be responsible. Brandon, you are coming on this show, man. Come on.
He's on fire. He's on
Dude,
fire.
you gotta come on this show. Not only that, he stuck with us for fucking 2 hours. This is great.
Yeah. That dude, that guy's got the verbal chops, man. He's doing like a whole audio assault on us right now.
That is excellent, dude. I love him. He's got to come on. Definitely. Maybe next week.
Maybe. You ready for Hot for Teacher?
Yeah, well, right before that, I do want to mention the mom of the week, not for sexual reasons, but the mom of the rapper who died recently, and he was murdered. His name is, he's a Maryland rapper. His name was Gunu. He got shot in a parking lot and died, but he did have an upcoming concert coming up. And the mom said, hey, one thing my boy would want was to be at his concert. So they brought the embalmed body to the concert. And I'm not lying. You guys can go on YouTube and check it out. Go on wherever you want. Rapper's name is Gunu, Goonew. And sure enough, the place was packed. And his embalmed body was propped up, nice and it looked like he was just standing there chilling. I think they even put his cell phone in his hand. It looked like he was just there chilling. So yeah, props to the mom. I mean, I think that was fucking wild.
That's what I'd want.
Yeah.
Put me up in a nightclub out in the flats out in Baltimore. That's. So we got to talk to Dirt Star 42. That's Brandon's agent. So maybe we can make this happen.
Oh yeah, excellent. All right, Dirt Star, if you're still here, please, we'll pay top rate.
That's right. We are as SAG rates. We pay, no doubt.
Take the Red Hot Chili Peppers challenge. The challenge is, can you make it through?
Wow.
I do it. I love it. Oh, dude, I got to admit, you know what? I haven't heard any of the new stuff, but they have definitely mellowed over the years. There's no doubt about it. And when they're not with John Frusciante,
yeah,
I'm with you on that one, dude.
We'll get the video of that guy at the club. I saw the video of that. They do that in South America too. I'll throw in some stuff from parades. They put a motorcycle on a trailer and strap the guy to the motorcycle and parade him around town and stuff. I could show you a video of guys doing lines of coke off of caskets in the middle of the outside doing a little memorial parade for people.
Wow.
Yeah, let me write that down. Coke on.
Yeah, and also write down. You know of some people who worked in mortuaries. We'd love to hear stories about that.
Oh, I did that. I'll tell you all about that.
Oh yeah. Well, can you throw us a little tidbit now?
Sure. The new guy always gets his balls busted and stuff. And one time we made a run and we brought back, the bag and a couple of coolers and stuff.
Right.
And then they asked me, can you go get me a soda out of the cooler? I opened up and there was a foot sitting in the goddamn cooler.
What?
The person lost their foot on the way over their to the cooler.
Damn.
So I wasn't expecting that.
Wow.
So wait a minute. I'm just infatuated. So what made you even get involved in mortuary business?
I was looking to be a coroner, so I thought this would be a good way to start. Talk to the local priest, say, any funeral directors, and kind of made the contact that way. So I rolled that way for about a year or so, I think, in the business there, to the point where they said, are you ready to roll, or are you going to continue with that college education you're getting?
Right.
Jerk
with the
one. That
card.
reminds me of one of my favorite childhood memories, building sandcastles with my grandfather until my mother took the urn from me.
Cold-blooded.
Coke on the cask is a Cerebral thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. But jerk one, just to go back real quick. So you go and do this. You were never freaked out because I'll give you. I used to deliver flowers in Metuchen, and one of my jobs was to go to the funeral homes. And you know as well as I do because you're in the mortuary business. You knew it. It's a business, obviously. So you go into this room and there's 4 or 5 caskets all lined up, and they have a little hole. Just it's propped. The casket hood, I guess, whatever you want to call it, is propped up a little bit so you can see inside who the person is. And you drop the flowers right there. Man, that used to fucking
Really? They made you do that? Because we would just tell the guy, leave him in the garage and we'll take it from there. We didn't want him inside or anything. Who knows what the hell they're tracking in?
Gotcha.
We would have kept you out in the garage,
Wow. But that none of that shit freaked you out? And were you ever in there by yourself, alone?
Yeah. Part of the fun was not painting yourself in a corner when you're turning off the lights at night. You had to figure out all the light switches right, so you wouldn't have to run across the halls in the dark. So you'd have that last light right above the door, the exit door, and the light switch right there. So everything worked perfect. It took a while to perfect that. Yeah.
Any strange stories you have? Did you ever hear anybody talk or anything? Or
a couple of groans and stuff when air's escaping from a person, but usually that's forced when the guys are fucking with you. They'll lift up the feet and cause, if there's any air in the diaphragm, they'll go, like that shit. So they'll freak out.
Dude, that's like my it's like that rubber flamingo I have called Fabio Flamingo. And when you squeeze them and you let it go, it sounds it's that exact sound. Yeah.
And then once there were kids on the way home from school, they used to come and ring and run the place. They would always dare each other. So I got onto them pretty early. I do the 2 to 4 shift and whatever. So you'd see these kids coming up. So at one point I waited right at the door, and as soon as the kid came up, I just pull open this wood panel door. They got the big suit. I just go, oh! The kid left a trail of crap, and his friend ran, and they ran out through the parking lot. They didn't even look back. It was so funny. They never cut through the parking lot again. They always walked around the whole building. Used to watch them from the window every day. It was like clockwork. 2:30, 2:35. Here comes the stupid kids again.
Just like us when we were kids.
Yeah, except they didn't know we were onto them,
Man, that is great.
Well, it was good. The big drawback for me was the formaldehyde smell. It used to get to me pretty bad. Eyes would water up, and it was bad seeing like that. So they said, "Don't worry, you get used to it." Like, I don't know if I want to get used to this.
Right? Yeah, I can imagine.
You come out like that, but I've seen I've seen a fair amount of stuff.
Did you ever see? I don't want to bring up any bad memories, but I mean, do you ever see dismembered bodies that were found after being dead for a couple months?
Railroad one in a floater a little bit. Yeah,
you did
some back and forth on that. Yeah, but
does that memory ever leave you, or is it still there?
It's just like any other memory at this point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you live long enough, you've seen enough, and you know what? You just decide to think of the good things. But
wow, dude. I'm amazed. I would never do something like that. I'm the biggest wimp in the world.
He goes, my 2007 Chrysler 300 was a funeral director's car, and it smelled like embalming fluid. Yeah, he was probably smoking it, dipping the dope in there. That's what all these guys are rolling in, Probably hiding. Check under the seats, man. There's probably some good stuff in there. Dodge was the best stuff, man.
But it had a Hemi.
Yeah, but we never dipped and smoked. No, that would be no way, man. No way.
How were the people you worked with? Were they cool people?
Yeah. Actually, they were pretty nuts.
Were they your age? Were they older or what?
A couple years older. One guy was maybe 5 years older. The other guy was maybe 10 years. But no, we were all kind of young bucks rolling and stuff. It was fun.
Wow. So it was a letdown. They probably, the people who were employing you were like, hey, they'll take over. I could go take a vacation. And then you were like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it.
God's honest truth, the guy was holding my last paycheck. I told him I was leaving. He was holding the last paycheck. So I had lunchy and the crew drive me up there. And I knew the combination still. And I snuck in the office. I snuck in and I grabbed my paycheck out of the locked desk and all that. They ain't holding money from me. Get the hell out of here, man.
Well done. Well done, dude.
Took care of that business.
Wow. Dude.
Wow is right. Jerk 3, that's crazy. Did you know that about Jerk 1?
I had no. That's why I'm just sitting here in silence because I've just got my brain was just like in a way was violent. It was steamrolled by that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do more on this. There's plenty of fun there.
Yeah, bring some more up next week. I mean, because I'm infatuated. I've never seen a dead body other than, people that I, back in the day when you would go to a wake, which, by the way, do wakes even happen anymore?
Yeah. Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, pandemic's over, man.
What's that?
Pandemic's over, man.
Gotcha. Because, people are opting, it seems, more to get cremated than anything else.
Yeah, they still have memorial services even for cremated people. They'll have something.
Yeah, and when is Taylor Hawkins? I don't see any news about that. Is he having anything?
I'll tell you what, though, there was never anything better than when you're bringing 3 bodies up to the crematorium and you only come back with 3 shoe boxes. It was so much easier on the back,
Cold-blooded.
Pop them right back in. Fucking put them right in the back seat. Then you're not opening hatchbacks or any of that crap.
Dude, I forgot all about that. You had to do that as well.
Yeah, from soup to nuts.
Holy fuck!
Pick up people at the airport, usually from Florida, usually old. Yeah.
Wow. And is it just like it is in the movies? It's like a
more fun
sort of like a mausoleum with flames, basically, right?
More fun than the movies.
Oh, it is.
Of course.
Dude, let me ask you this, because you're not going to get in trouble, and if you did do it, I think the
I did not have
limitations is over.
Miss Lewinsky.
Can you put all 3 of them in at once?
All 3 holes? What are you talking about, bro?
No, all three corpses.
What? Oh, in the incinerator.
Yes.
No. You put them in one at a time.
One at a time, okay.
Actually, that wasn't even my job on that. You kind of wait outside. I don't know what the hell he did.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've seen him on TV and stuff and read a book about it, but that was about it.
Wow. Dude, that's amazing.
Magazine. At that point, you're just a middleman.
What was the first, if you want to save it for next week, we can, but I love it. I'm enthralled with all this shit. I was just going to ask you what the first.
I'll leave you with one more. I'll leave you with this one. People's mouths, they usually stay open when they die. They kind of, their mouths open up. It's natural muscles. They relax. On that, nobody wants to see a mouth wide open during a viewing, right?
Right.
So you got to shut it. You know those price tag things that you see in the store with the clothing store with that little spike on the top and it would drive that cable in, that little wire?
Yes.
Well, we had one of those. So you'd open the mouth and you'd shoot one of those into the roof of the mouth, and then you'd shoot another one in the mandible in the bottom part. So now you got these 2 wires. You start twisting the wires together. And as you twist them together, it pulls the jaw shut.
Holy fuck!
Totally shut.
Wow.
You snip it down by the lip. You cover it with the lip over that, and you put the balm over it. You call it a day.
Oh, man. Did you have to do that personally?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude. And stupid question, but I mean, you guys drain the blood, I know. So there's no blood when it pierces like the jaw and all that, or is there still?
That's correct. A lot of it in the smaller areas are coagulated. By that point, what you're draining is the blood from the main arteries and the veins and stuff. You're actually doing a siphoning out of the veins of most of the blood. And then you're removing some of the blood through a large spike that you push into the stomach and into the organs, and it sucks a lot of the blood out.
Jerk 1, is that why you're so good at siphoning gas?
Yep. Diesel smells sweet, 89's bitter. Yeah, good times.
Dude's on fire tonight.
Yeah, amazing. Cremation is chock full of heavy metals and all kinds of nasty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
plastic surgery now, probably silicone bags breaking up in there, all kinds of shit. You name it.
For
Studs,
sure.
all kinds of crap.
For sure.
Anyway, that's good
That
for
was
that.
a good tangent to go down for a while.
Hey, death is something that we all have to meet one day. So it's good. It's good to talk about it.
Well, you're gonna love this next story, Jerk One. Unless I'm holding you up on a next segment that we have.
No, we got where are we on 2.5 hours, so we got a couple things left. But yeah, we can. This is
All right. Well, there is 6. You probably know about this, being the educated one, along with Jerk 3. Jerk 3 showed his educational chops too. 6 terminally ill cancer patients in Canada received doses of psychoactive substance found in magic mushrooms.
Nice.
To cure try to cure their cancer.
To cure it, or just to put off the inevitable?
I'm reading a little bit more.
There's a lot of
it's a therapy.
Yeah. Mushrooms are becoming an accepted therapy for recreational and for medicinal purposes. On that,
Dude,
I think Washington State.
Yeah, man. Like those substances are actually on the stock market these days. You can invest in them.
MED, isn't that one?
I think so. Yeah. All I know is that with DMT, you can end up in the alien operating room, and apparently a lot of people share the same story where they hallucinate and wake up on an operating table, and there's a bunch of aliens performing like crazy, surgical procedures on them. And they all share the exact same story. It's like the details are exact. It's real freaky.
I think Big Pink Dude's investigative reporting is going to hit on some UFO stuff, and he wants to do something on Hunter Biden's laptop too. So
that would be great.
I'm looking forward to that.
Those are his 2 things on his target list. So he's looking for a Pulitzer Prize, doing like the Geraldo style stuff. So we'll see.
Well, this is called the stuff that and you know this more than I do. It's called It's called psilocybin.
Mushrooms.
Right. And so this dude said he said, magic mushrooms allowed me to calm the worries in my head, allowing my body to use my energy for healing instead and process those fears into a supportive environment. He said the effects of his first experience lasted 6 months. Jeez, that must have been some strong shit.
Nice.
But I mean, again, like we were talking about the bee and how he went out. I mean, hey, shit, if you're going to go like this with terminally ill cancer, why not have fun on the way out?
Yeah. I used to know a dude down in the Jersey Shore area who did so much acid. This kid dropped so much acid, he actually thought he turned into an orange, and he was going to roll off a table and like plunge to his death. And he went from that like straight into a mental hospital. And I don't know if he ever recovered. The dude was doing that much acid. And I guess he just broke his brain.
Yeah. I mean, that's some crazy stuff. I mean, I remember back in the day when Grateful Dead, I've mentioned this before on previous shows, Grateful Dead would come around to the state that you lived in. So that's when all the drugs were heavy when they were in town. And acid was obviously one of them. And we used to put acid, little drops on sugar cubes. Until this day, if I look at a wood paneling, Bobby the Bee, God rest his soul. He let me crash at his house that night. Thank God. I was out of my mind, but I stayed up all night looking at his wood paneling on his room, and it was just doing the most fucking freakish things. And that was I only did it once or twice, and I am definitely affected till this day. And it was like 30 years ago, so I can imagine somebody who delved in it all the time.
Yeah, I've looked at tree bark that way out in the back 40. Feels good. Feels good, man.
Yeah, so
there is, if you're curious and you're on Reddit, there is a subreddit called Ask a Funeral Director, and there's all kinds of people with just basic questions and even more complicated questions. And timely questions too. Some people go to Reddit for all their advice now like that. But if you're looking to get more on that, that's not our subreddit of the week.
Why? We have you, dude. Come on, you're the authority.
Yeah. That's true. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Yeah, seriously.
You want hot for teacher or the subreddit of the week?
Yeah, hot for teacher. Let's do hot for teacher.
Hot for teacher. Who is it this week?
Oof.
I
She's
can't
hot?
see her name. I don't know if we put her name down or not there. Yeah, look at the difference here. Rachel Lauren Smith. She was sex with a 17-year-old. Although the age of consent is 16 in Michigan, the state law prohibits having the relations. She was married to a dude, and he helped try to cover it up. He almost went to jail over it too. But I just like the difference between the two pictures, you know?
Right.
Yeah, right.
And this is 2015. I think she's still working it.
Yeah, and she's like, she gives you the look like she's like, well, I got no excuse. There's, I'm done.
Oh, speaking of which, you got to check out this YouTube site. It's called DAP, Dads Against Predators.
Yeah.
And they do one of these. They catch a guy who wants to meet up with like a 13-year-old boy, and they meet him in the Walmart or the different supermarkets. It's
Nice.
two dudes. They come with their cameras, and they meet up with the guy, and they're just, what are you doing? Harassing the guy. And he does this thing, his tagline, he goes, excuse me, this man is here to have sex with a 13-year-old boy. Excuse me, this man is here to have sex. He just yells at the top of his lungs. And this guy, the person just freaks out. They run out of the store. Basically, they follow him until they get into the car or until whatever. And they give all the information to a detective afterwards, but they're kind of like the first responders to this. They're out fishing. Wow. And they're releasing 2 or 3 of these a week.
Dude, I'm on there right now,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to play more than 15 seconds of it. But you're absolutely right. I can't wait. I'm gonna
just check out. And he has it's pretty wild. I mean, the first thing that they ask sometimes they're like, "Hey, dude, can you take your hands out of your pockets? Do you have anything?" That's what they're coming in thinking too. So it's high stakes, but anything for the YouTube views.
Yeah.
Me, I'd rather sit home and write dick jokes, but I'm sure we can always go out and try to nab somebody doing something.
The whole body though. So I don't know. Do we like? We was going to talk about this, right?
It's so uncomfortable. These people. Everyone has a different reaction too when the stress happens.
Yeah, dude. I'm all right. I only played 6 seconds of it, so we're good. We're not going to get canceled.
What we're learning about that is that you could run this copyright stuff. It's just that if you're monetizing, that's when you kind of get a nick there. You're not going to get monetization if something else is playing. They get the money instead or something, or it negates yours. Since we're a volunteer, free for nothing show, I don't think this stuff matters as much. I'm seeing some tags on our views, and it says this is not copyright infringement, but it's a monetization issue. So I'm still learning the ropes here.
Right.
But
they give you an update. What does YouTube give you the update and let you know what's good?
I'll look back and they'll just say, hey, this part, that part, and they actually graph it out for you right on a timeline to show you between 2 minutes and 20 seconds and 3 minutes and 20 seconds. You use this song. This song is owned by so and so.
Jerk one. If they get snippy with you, just remind them that bees don't waste their time to explain to flies why honey is better than shit, and then tell them just remember that next time somebody's trying to talk you out of your dreams.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, let me write that shit down.
Oh fuck, dude! That is classic.
You, yeah, all right. Awesome.
That is fucking classic.
What's worse than 2 girls running with scissors?
What?
2 girls scissoring with the runs.
How about one girl opening up a beer can with a big old biddy?
Oh my
wow!
God.
Yeah, the timing, Jerk One. The timing on that was beautiful. It's like I love the segue of going from a joke. We start laughing, and you go right into that. That's awesome.
Throw it in
That's
there, man.
podcasting.
We're getting professional here. Look out.
Yeah, that was good. That was smooth.
That was smooth, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
What do you guys think of all this inflation? What do you guys think about the high home prices that are going to eventually crash?
I think we're all going to have to go to crackhead Craigslist and stuff if the inflation keeps up.
Yeah, I think so. It's a subreddit of the week.
Yeah, crackhead Craigslist where you could buy stuff like this dude in Hamilton, New Jersey has a door ram left at his house after the SWAT team busted in. He's trying to make some money to fix his door.
Wow.
Crackhead Craigslist. I like this dude. You can kick my ass to impress your girlfriend. $50 on weekdays, $60 on weekends. You can show how much of a badass you are. Just set up a time and location, and this guy will come over and you can kick his ass.
Nice.
It might just come to that, guys. You know,
Yeah.
Hey, $20 is $20, right? Ain't that the saying? That's how it goes.
That's true. Hey, just to go back, Brandon chimed in about the dad predator. Here he is, right here. To Catch a Predator jersey story, bro. Totally. That is so true.
Nice.
But Jerk 3, to go back to your thing, for instance, so we have 2 kids. We have a 1,500 square foot house. It's big enough, but it's not. You know what I mean? They have their own rooms. We have 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and obviously it's worth a lot more than it was. But
that's what you do. You got to do the nasty, doing the parked car in the garage. They won't hear it.
Well, I'm saying we're going to sell the house, and then we're stuck because we really can't afford anything else.
Right. Yeah. So that's the dilemma. Like if you have, so if you were cashing in on the inflated equity boom, which is like, a total anomaly. It's never happened in our lifetime. It may never happen again.
Right.
My house went up $153,000 in equity in 21 months. I mean, it was totally insane. So, so these young people, they're sitting there like, how does any young person, ever going to buy a home? Because I guess, because of all this crap that's going on, and then they're like sitting there because they're like every old person sitting in LA and New York and London saying the same thing. It's like, they're like, my house is worth $2 million, but when I bought it in 1981, I paid 11 raspberries for it. And every young person's like, I have 9 roommates. We pay $11,000 a month. And then he went on to say how his friend, who's like the guy who collects all the payments, all the rent payments. He goes, dude, I missed a payment last month. My roommate cut off my toe. Now I'm walking around in a circle all day. And he said, every single one of us is a lawyer except for Ted. He's a dog with rabies. We love to get him out on the street, but his name is on the lease. And then every single old person is like, I'm a librarian with a home at the beach. And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
That's going to drive the stock market tomorrow. I think that's the fuel it needs. When the right people hear this, you bet the algos are going to take over, man. I'm feeling it.
Definitely.
Well, you got to what's going to happen when interest rates go up? The prices may go down because it's
going to lower. It's going to lower the demand. There's going to be the supply. You're going to have a supply demand issue. In an interest rate hikes, the more hikes there are, likely the housing prices will just keep going down.
Wow.
Yeah, because the interest rates are going to be high, dude. Like people aren't going to want to buy house. We're already in 5%. We went from 2.75% to 5% in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you figure how much does it cost to borrow $1,000? It cost $100 a month ago. Now it's costing $300 to finance 1,000.
Perfect way to
say
say
it. Your limited budget, the market's going to start speaking louder than the sellers.
Yep.
The buyers are going to start speaking louder with their offers.
Yeah.
But for now, and there always will be the hot spots too.
Sure.
So wait a minute. So then you think that's going to be another bubble burst situation?
Eventually.
Yeah. I mean, and there's a lot of population things going on too. And you know what? The kids these days, man, they can't buy houses. They can't even. I don't know. They're more more concerned about the latest. Who knows?
Yeah, dude. What is that about? With
I don't want to sound jaded. It's just
Yeah,
you know.
Well, yeah, they feel like renting is better than owning.
Yeah.
That's
They're more into experiences. So
Yeah,
there's
they're
going to
like,
be a large inventory.
I call them the generation of Airbnb.
I think I want to just call this guy and kick his ass anyway. I don't even have a girlfriend.
Hey, big news! Will Smith is checking into a rehab center. What do you think of that?
He has a good agent. Let's just say that.
Yep, that's what he's doing to try to save his career.
Is that him?
Check out this dude. This is rough. You know when inflation's bad, when this guy's going to pay to empty your septic tank, and he wants 150, or he'll pay you 150 bucks.
Jesus. Wow is right.
He said, "Believe it or not, it's a great place to reflect." That dude looks cool. We should get him on the show.
I mean, dude, talking about holding your shit, like I had a picture of holding my. This guy's just swimming in it.
That's Alabama shit too. That's full of barbecue and crap, and corn.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's like there's like crawdaddies in there.
Oh fuck, man. What else do we got for Crackhead Craigslist? I like this one. Electric cutoff decoy. Anyone about to, if they're about to shut off your electricity, I make these decoys. It gives you a week extra time. Rent to your cousins. If anyone has a shut off notice, I make and sell these decoys, so they're not going to do it.
Wow.
It's tough out there when you got to do this.
Yeah, seriously.
And how about this guy?
Jesus.
This guy will come pick you up in his Firebird with a fifth of whiskey and 8-ball, blasting Motley Crue on the speakers and holler, "Hell yeah, brother," every time you say something.
Wow, is that a Pontiac Firebird? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
1989 Pontiac Firebird, dude.
Wow. That brings back memories. Holy shit.
Brendan's saying the pink guy is now the brown guy. We should have a wrestling match. Big pink dude versus big brown dude.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
The problem is the brown dude sprouts boners when he wrestles.
Oh. We're not doing that.
No, definitely not. What do you think of Nine Inch Nails replacing the Foo Fighters for all the festivals they were going to do?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Why don't they just get another drummer?
I think eventually. Do you guys think that's a great question? Do you think the Foo Fighters are done?
No.
I don't think they're done, but I mean, like knowing how close Dave was with Taylor, like, I mean, they were like closer than brothers. I mean, they were like, I don't know how like badly it's affecting him. I would imagine like the worst way possible, but like, I'm sure like taking a break is in order, right? I mean, how long? I don't know.
And then who do you replace him with? I mean,
right. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They were talking on, I forget which show. I think it was Stern. I saw a snip of a show that they were on, and they were talking with them, and they were talking to Pat Smear about joining the band. And Pat Smear was from the Germs, which was like a legendary punk band, right? And
Right.
And he was saying how they were talking about everything from Taylor, coming on board, being intimidated by Dave being such a great drummer. And then he even though he was a great drummer too, he still was like, all right, this guy like kicks my ass on drums and I'm going to be his drummer. Right. And then Pat saying like, he had chops too, but they were saying like, Dave as a guitar player actually was better than Pat Smear too. So like Dave's like better than everybody at everything, So
Right.
it was pretty interesting to hear like how all that played out. And but Dave was never critical of them. He was like always, he always embraced them and was always like, really positive about everything. But I mean, they're all good players. And we talked the last show about Taylor, how Taylor joined and like how he's in Alanis Morissette and how he wanted to join the Foo Fighters. and he called Dave.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, coming to the forefront. Jerk 3, well done. Good information. But yeah, so all right. Well, we're all on board. We hope that Foo Fighters take the break that they need and then eventually come back because they got great music. And again, their new album, fantastic. You're gonna love it. You won't be disappointed. And Brandon wanted to know if Trent Reznor is still Jack. Looks like it. I'm on images right now on Google, and it does look like he's still, in shape, ready to rock.
Do you know who's not?
Sure.
You know who's not jacked anymore? Henry Rollins. I saw him on a show last night.
Really?
It looks like the pigeons could beat him up in the park. He's sitting out there.
Dude, I was never into him. You guys were probably into him more than I was.
Yeah, I just think a few people I knew were, but I really wasn't. But I just knew he was kind of sporting the tats and the muscles and stuff. I look down now and say, wow, I could even kick his ass now.
What was the name of his band?
Henry Rollins Band.
Oh, it was. I thought he was like the lead singer of like another
Black Flag.
Black Flag, yeah.
There you go. Okay. See? Yes,
You looking to bang a crackhead? My ex is a crackhead, and she fucked great. Nothing better than a tweaked out bitch bouncing on your cock. If you're interested, please hit me up. Times are tough, man, when you got to start asking about this stuff. The last on the crackhead Craigslist is beat up your stepdad for free, all of Long Island. Is your stepdad a cock? Want to see him get knocked the fuck out? I'm your guy. No weapons, just a good old-fashioned Long Island beatdown. No money required. I may even pay you if your stepdad's name is Larry or Rick. You may bring your whole family to witness the shit kicking, but if someone jumps in, just know that they too will in fact catch these hands. So yeah, it takes an island. It takes a village, people.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
The village people. Now that was our subreddit of the week. I want to take a minute to meditate on a nice landscape picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got something about Glenn Danzig when he bought a ticket. And this guy's been around. Check this out. Good story.
I met Glenn Danzig when he bought a ticket to Milan, the animated movie, when I was, wow, no shit. That is fucked up. Is that real?
Sounds like it. We got to get this guy on, man.
Brandon, you got to think about it. What will it take to get you on the show?
How about booze? I can bring booze over. I got booze. I don't drink booze anymore.
Does he know that? Yeah, but does he know that he can come on and be anybody he wants? Like he could literally wear any disguise your voice, say whatever you want. There's no, there's no consequences, no repercussions.
Oh, none at all. No, you don't get all the email from Miss Tizzy from Three Forks, North Dakota, telling me I'm not allowed to touch myself during the show.
Yeah, really. What the hell?
Come on, man. Come on. Well, as long as we're talking guests, this week we want bullshit artists, blowhards, simpletons, self-proclaimed dickheads, compulsive gamblers, nymphomaniacs, and professional bocce ball players. So if you check any of those boxes, please call us, contact us. We need you. Without you, we just need you, man. Okay?
That is excellent. I want all those guests. Come on.
Yeah, we need them, man.
Who's giving you a platform? We are. Come on.
And look at that. He used to manage a movie theater on Long Beach Island, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm sure he's got some stories, man.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
You met Gordie Howe at the same movie theater?
Ooh, another legend.
Pictures or it didn't happen, man.
Yes. I believe Brandon. I don't think he's going to exaggerate.
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys had any good dreams lately?
No, I've been having good sleep, though.
You have been having good sleep. Jerk 3, any good
during the day? It's a beautiful thing.
I don't think. Yeah.
The only dreams I've been having lately is about sleeping with one of their mothers. I won't say who.
Gotcha. Well, I'm into research and dreams, and I've been having a lot of dreams about alligators. And
Wow.
supposedly, yeah, alligators are a meaningful thing to that you have too much craziness in your life, and that you need to slow down, or you're stressed out about something. But my
Yeah.
brother was in it with me. Him and I were riding. I was on his handlebars on his bike, and dude, we were. It was so. It was one of those dreams. It was just so realistic. We were going
Yeah.
through a tunnel, and there was alligators all around us, and like they were just there. They weren't like trying to eat us or anything like that. But yeah, I just figured I would bring that up at the end of the show.
You're not quitting the show, are you? I mean, don't listen to a bunch of fucking alligators, okay?
Dude's checking into inpatient psychiatric ward later.
No, yeah, I just thought that if you guys ever had some of the best dreams I've had are so realistic. It was so realistic. Me and him, my brother, and then all of a sudden we got through the tunnel, and then we made it to this beautiful like spring where it was crystal clear water, and then I woke up, and it was one of those dreams where I wanted to go back and see what it was like. But
yeah, jerk two. I guess you can kind of consider that a lucid dream. Right? Okay. Where it's so real, it feels like you're participating in it. When you wake up, you're not really sure if it was real or not until you realize, oh, hey, I was dreaming. So, yeah, I've had those in the past. There's actually books written about lucid dreaming, and you could journal. This is really cool. You can go to sleep with practicing a few things before you go to sleep so that you can become lucid. And what you do is, after you wake, you just grab a journal. You start writing down as many details as you can remember from each dream. You do this daily, right? So the point is, and the end game is that you could become so good at it that you could actually enter a conscious state. Oh, it's almost like a simulated conscious state in a dream, which is true lucid dreaming, and feel like you could actually control the dream. And you could actually like say, I want to go here, I want to do this, and you can do it, and you're mindful of what you're doing.
Dude, that would be epic.
Yeah, it's really
you're back on top. Screw jerk one. You're Mr. Education, dude.
And
wow.
and they call lucid dreamers, like true lucid dreamers who can do it on that level, neuronauts.
He's recommending that you fuck with your dreams, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, so in other words, you can get to a point where you could actually participate.
Control it.
Wow.
And let me explain to you what exactly it means. Just as you are right now, as conscious as you are right now, that's right. How real it becomes.
Amazing.
It sounds scary. It sounds crazy, but it's totally safe.
That's
Let's meditate for 15 seconds. Landscape picture.
Seriously, man. Check it out, though. Check out some books on it.
Dude, come on.
Oh, man.
Come on. We can't do that. Come on. Oh, wow. My gosh.
Dude,
it wasn't enough meditation, but, it's good enough. Good enough for government.
Just so everybody knows, we are not going against them, because I will say Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Just so you know, a part of this panel is what was said on that poster. So
a part of this panel is half Jewish too.
Yes, exactly.
I think between all of us, we at least got half Jewishness.
Right. Only the good half, as they said in Goodfellas. My mom said you're half Jewish.
I'm the Howard Stern half Jewish part.
Only the good half.
Yeah.
Jerk 3, that's amazing, man. I will definitely look into that, because
man.
Yeah, I don't know if I could write stuff down, but some dreams that I have are so goddamn realistic. You're right.
Yeah, just look on, just start on the internet. Look for just look up things on that topic and learn how to do it. It'll tell you the steps involved. It's really simple. But I mean, that's if you're interested in actually doing it. But I did it when I was, I don't know, maybe like 15 years old, 16 years old is when I had the book, and right. I practiced it, and I was able to do it. And it felt amazing. It was really, it was a very liberating feeling. It was like total, like freedom. It was like creativity. It was like all these like things all at one time. And it was just like a shot of dopamine.
Were
And,
you able to get to some of the stages they talk about?
I never got real too advanced with it. I was able to basically just achieve like a low level of consciousness. I guess I hope I'm saying that right. I think that's what you would say, what you would call it, inside the dream state. And it was like profound, man. It was like the first time you had sex, because it was just that like alarming in a good way. It was like you were taken back by it. It's like, holy shit, what just happened to me? That was fucking awesome.
I could imagine, absolutely. Because dreams are like that in general. So
right. So just imagine being as conscious as you are now, but in a dream. That's what it's like. Crazy.
What's the point then? Sounds just like reality.
Well, it's kind of like the metaverse, but for real.
If you can't pay the Zuck, then it ain't worth doing, you know?
That's right.
Oh, man, you guys are fucked up.
You want to see a little video of a dream I was able to record?
Yeah.
Kind of it's weird because it was music in it, and it didn't look like me, but it felt like me.
Okay.
Just taking control of the situation. Shirt off. I knew exactly what I was doing. And the same music every time. It's just weird. And I kept smashing into tables. I think I hate food. But it felt good afterwards too. That's the confusing part.
He's greater to that dude's back.
So, what do you think about that dream? Like, I was able. Do I hate food or do I don't know.
That guy gives Jugalos a bad name. Juggalos a bad name. Brandon.
He caught on to that real quick.
Yeah, dude. All he needed was the Juggalo makeup.
I don't know. It's just sometimes you have nights like that where you just can't sleep.
Right. Right. It's like you don't have to have your face painted like a clown to act like a clown.
Well said. That is so true.
He still wore the clown shoes.
And we are just coming on 3 hours now. 2:57. We should keep it our 3-hour tour.
That's right. We'll go to 3 hours.
3 hours is podcast.
That's usually, I figured it out. That's when your battery dies. And that's a good way to end the show.
That's right.
Jerk one. I consider 3 hours of podcasting. I consider it 3 hours of podcasting masturbation.
It's true. I go in for sloppy seconds later on too. You know?
Wait, you watch the show after the show?
No.
Oh.
Actually, I never watch any of the shows.
I haven't watched one of them yet. Actually, I did watch one of them.
I don't need my art spoon-fed to me.
That's right.
I'll do it myself. Thank you.
You know what? I love that.
You are.
True that, right?
Hey, you know what? I love it. I think we're getting better and better on this show every week. I love that our fans and our guests, or our team, I should say, because Brandon, you're gonna become part of the show. I feel it. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you're gonna be part of the show.
He angrily masturbates 3 times in a row, then he falls asleep.
You're doing that. We need you.
We need that guy on the show.
Oh, you're on. That's it.
He should be like Jerk 4.
Hey, that's your audition. You just passed your audition, my friend.
Yeah.
But hey, Side 928 and Dirt Star and Arpeggio. I mean, come on, you guys are great. Love that you stayed here with us.
So hey, Jerks, are we on next week, or what's the deal for next week?
I think it's going to be a little shorter, right? If we can.
It'll be a shorter show. Okay.
Did you want to do it from 7 to 10, or no? You just want to do it from 8 to 10?
7 to 9, 7 to 10. I mean, I'll keep working on stuff. Or we'll do stuff. And
I understand you want to get out of Dodge. I totally understand that.
Yeah, I think I can. We're going to do 15 hours of driving south on that, and we'll see where it takes.
So we could do 7 to 9. We could do a 2 hour.
We'll give the fans what they want. They want more jerks.
More jerks. More of the time.
What's the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer?
What is it?
A hooker can wash her crack and resell it.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Again, we put it out there. Wanted. We want to play house in your house. We'll bring the gear. You give us your stuff. You feed us beer, and you get to hang with us.
Hell yeah. Hey, Jerk One. What do you call a girl on a swing with no arms?
What?
Sarah. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not Sarah.
Oh, dude, what do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
What?
Lick a lot of puss.
I'm washed out with jokes. I don't have any.
Oh, shit.
Lots of dad jokes.
Seriously.
I love them. I love them.
All right. You want to put a ribbon on it?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Another great show. I thought it was
All right,
excellent.
fellas, great show. Had a great time.
Yep, I always do, you guys.
Stick around for the outro.
Brandon, thanks, man.
Yeah, let's see. We got one here. 15 hours of jerk one driving south. Or am I going to Brazil? Almost. I'm trying not to give away my location, so that's where 15 hours will take you one way or the other.
Jerk One, it's like OnlyFans, man. He wants to follow you down there so he could have sex with you.
Believe me, where I'm going, there's plenty of sex to be had.
And sex offenders.
Yeah. Are you hanging with the tribe?
You there. All right. On that note,
yeah,
let's split. All right.
Chemical castration for you.
Later.
Trying to make it work. Trying to make it work.
Ha ha ha.